It's all right. It's okay. You'll be fine. I know you'll be fine. You'll be okay. Look at that. That's how he feels for you guys. This is no. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not.
Stand back. I have a torch, and I'm not.
What is that one? Oh, okay. Oh, they don't have that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's.
What am I doing?
Well, at first you were doing some hearts. Oh, now you're doing sparkle. Yeah, because you're just nothing but love. Just nothing but love. But now you're a movie star.
I'm a movie star.
Yeah, they don't have fire anymore. It's totally bummer.
Fire.
No, they don't have it. They have whatever. They have snowing.
Snowing?
Yeah, it's snowing.
It's Florida.
What is New York? Oh, that's just dirty. Oh, I get it. No, hearts. He's like a Jedi. This is midichlorians. I feel like playing a Cars video now. Not the actual Cars, the singer, but the song Cars. Okay, Commando. Jeez, you need help.
I know.
Alas, something like that. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. No, Arturo.
Something like that.
Yeah. Hey everyone, how is your Monday going? Welcome back. Nice teaser on YouTube ad about Mustang. I got psyched for. I mean, that's as good as it gets, man. You got Instagram, so you got before and after. I mean, that was good enough, right? I mean, you guys carry Amp Pro in stock for Jeep Gladiators. Yes, we carry the Amp Pros. Yeah. Although I will tell you, yeah, they're out of stock, but we should have those. Yeah, I know we have them, but we always do the DSR ones, which is surprisingly 2023 Jeep. This is the Wrangler. This apparently is the big dog 392. Yeah, 392 Jeep. So this thing's got like a big ass engine and really super exhaust, and it's all-wheel drive, and well, it doesn't matter because it sounds like crap. So here's the funny part if you think about it, Fernando. What kind of car did he have before we started? What was the last car we put all this stuff in?
An F-150.
It was an F-150. What's a DSR-1? Wow, okay, so for one, go check it out on our channel. We have plenty of information about what the DSR-1 is, but the DSR-1 is the iData / Rockford Fosgate AR solution, basically Amp Pro with DSP built into it. So in this case, this has the Alpine system. This is a D6-1200, but on the back side of it, we're using the Rockford DSR-1. Now this has an 8-channel DSP built into it. We're not using it for any of that. We're actually just, with the DSR-1, we get to take the factory amplifier out, and these are the harnesses for the factory amplifier here and here. So that's going to come out. We're going to repurpose that space for the crossovers we're putting in. We're putting in a set of the Illusion C3CXs in the dash, which are like the most awesome 3.5s ever. Good luck trying to find a pair. And they come with these passive crossovers. So these are going to go where the factory amp was. DSR-1 is going to go underneath the amplifier. These are the Metra JL JT Gladiator / Jeep mounts. So this will be underneath the passenger seat. This will be underneath the driver's seat. These go in just like that one is sitting. So this is the back of the car here. So you still have room for your feet and all that fun stuff. But anyways, this is I'm getting ready to solder my RCAs and all that other fun stuff. So this will go underneath the driver's seat, but they're not that much more. They're almost the same amount of money. But what it allows us to do, which we've showed a bunch of times, is we can then, through programming, because you have to program a DSR-1 through the iData software, is we're going to use, this has bass, mid, and treble from the factory. Bass is actually going to be subwoofer volume control. We can remap all of those functions in the radio, and then speed volume control, that's where it says off 1, 2, 3, and that has to do with as you speed up, slow down, you lose that function. But we can remap those buttons, so those will be our punch bass that's built into the DSR-1. And then for this particular install, we are going to use the D software, the Audiocontrol software, to power to do our DSP. So this is going to have channels 1 and 2 for the 3.5, 3 and 4 for the mid bass, which are going to be some K2s, those guys there. And then 5 and 6 will be for the rear RC out to the LC 1.800. So this is the same system that he had in his F-150. He just took it all out, and now we're doing it in the Jeep. And then he tells me, because I would never do these in a Jeep for the simple fact that you get water and these super easy. He's like, dude, top is never off. Drive it like an SUV. All good. I said, okay, as long as we do that. Need to set up an appointment coming from Port St. John. Yeah, yep, you can do that. Your old favorite combo. Yeah, this is the 6. So this is cool because in this particular vehicle, I like it because it gives us volume control between the dash and the bottom, which I always like. Being able to control volume between those 3.5s and those 6.5s that go as the mid bass, right, Fernando?
Correct.
Yeah. So we're using the Metra 6.5-inch enclosures along with those Metra amp racks. And then, do you already have the rears in?
No, I'm working on the last one. Yeah, but one is in.
I was gonna say, I think one of them is. So for the rears, PAC just released their speaker mount kit. So this is the new PAC kit. Comes with a 6.5 or a 6x9, but it comes with grills, and the focals that we're putting in don't have grills. So we went with these. There is a difference between these and the Metra. The Metra, you do need grills. However, the Metras have a nice solid metal plate that their piece attaches to, along with plastic. This just uses a plastic panel, and then these grills go over the top of it. The trade-off there is that plastic panel is not as rigid as the metal one. So if you're doing something simple like we're doing with these focals, you're golden, because this, obviously we've put some sound treatment on it to make it more rigid. But if you do anything big, we found this panel does not do you any favors.
Now, keep in mind, it's still, it has the holes for the screws. They actually, they provide you with those screws.
Yep.
And it goes like this, screwed into the actual mount and everything. But still, when you put in a big mid-bass / coaxial, you're really still having that vibration. So
yeah, you really see the difference.
For me, it's like sound treatment, put it back, and it's more rigid, Like,
the nice thing about these is that it does look factory.
Yep.
As opposed to the Metras, which don't look factory. But there again, if you're going to put a big 6.5 back there that's going to move some air, recommend the Metras. If you're doing something simple like this, we're just going with the entry-level Focal Performance series.
Yeah.
Or integration series, then you're golden. This will work fine with some sound treatment, some foam and stuff like that. And then you still have to do the same cutting, so all this has to be cut out and all that.
Everything, yes.
Yeah, so you still have to do the same amount of cutting.
Keep in mind, the factory one's never going back.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Well, and that's the nice thing about these is that it looks factory.
It looks factory.
So
it looks nice.
It's just a trade-off as far as what you want to do. But that thing's turbocharged. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
This thing has power, man.
It's a 392. So if you're a Mopar guy, you probably know what a 392 is, but I'm not. So
in the center console, not in the center console, actually in the front of the dash, it has a button with the 2 exhausts, and probably the Jeep guys know.
Yeah.
You push that button, and that thing it's like.
So as Ada says, it's a shame the AR won't work in the audio control stuff. Two things for that I'll say. One, if you use ARC or you use Audison, the new Audison Forza equipment and the new ARC Blackbird, this guy right here, the Blackbird, as well as the PCM Pro. These exploded the other day. It scared the crap out of us. The PCM Pro, those are iData compatible. So I can easily take the AR module, which looks just like an RR module, go with this, go with that, go with a Forza, plug it into this or any other AR compatible thing, and I'm golden. I can use that as a DSP. And oddly enough, the PCM Pro, like if you have a DSR1 and you're like, man, I hate my DSR1, whatever, or I just want to upgrade my DSR1, PCM Pro uses the exact same harnesses as a DSR1. All you have to buy is the AR, unplug your DSR1, you can plug in a PCM Pro, and you're done. And then you have a like way bigger DSP, like huge. We're going to get Brian on to talk more about that piece soon. Second, because I said two things. Secondly, in about 2 months, I'm going to say 2 months just to be safe, we'll have the AR2. The AR2 will do the same things that we're doing here, but it won't have the DSR1. It'll just have a preamp section, so non-DSP. So we'll be able to just plug directly into this, and we won't have the two DSPs. But there again, what I like about this combination is, for one, you already have this, which this is a way more advanced software than the DSR1, but sub-level control gets mapped into the radio, which I'm sure we'll be able to do with the AR2, but punch bass, which I'm a big fan of, is also added, which the AR2 won't have because it's not a Rockford piece. But, so, future is looking cool for stuff like that.
iData! Oh my gosh!
Oh, iData's got some crazy stuff. Yeah, they got some real crazy stuff. Yeah, we'll talk more about that. No, we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Do you recommend any speakers at around like $600? It has option of a 6x9 or 6.5 component set.
Well, for $600,
$1,600.
$1,600?
$1,600.
Oh yeah, I mean you have the Elates, you have the
No, Elates are more expensive.
the 1,600, a 6.5 tweeter. You sure? Okay, so then you have the hybrids.
So
you have hybrids. You have K2s.
Now that you mention hybrids, is this company that you can go and find that hybrid name, right? Where you type in Google, because that's where you find stuff. MorelHiFi.com, and then you go in the tab, and then they have different type of systems.
It's a good, better, best.
Yes, it's a good, better, best. But then you go into the hybrids, right? And they show you the pictures, they show you the crossovers, they show you the Twitter, everything. And it's around like that price, you know, that you can find a good, nice set of component set. And believe me, those sound amazing. Now, if you're looking for something different, of course, you can go with different. But check first MorelHiFi.com, and if you want to see the picture, go here on Instagram, Morel_America, and you always see tons of pictures of hybrid speakers. Back to the regular schedule, guys.
All right, sorry, Ada. I know it's PSM, and I probably said PCM. It's Monday. I probably said PCM, but it's Monday.
It's not a much of
It's just Monday. It's just the Monday things. I mean, that's all it is. You know how it is, man.
What do you say?
I probably call it a PCM Pro, and it's a PSM Pro.
PSM.
But everyone saw it, so that's all. But thank you for correcting me, because we all love to be corrected.
I don't like
those amp barely fit on those mounts. They look sweet. They barely fit for sure. Yes. Yeah. But hey, you know what? They'll fit, and as long as 2 pounds of stuff in a 1 pound bag, right?
Yep.
No, it's still looking pretty sitting right there. It's on our list of things to do.
Come on, looking pretty?
Yeah, you're always looking pretty. So
come and check it out. Look, we're working in this Jeep, and our customer.
Oh yeah.
Our customer just bring some goodies over here. But
Yeah.
let me show you the best part.
Oh, this is why Fernando. You want to know why Fernando's in a good mood today?
Ooh, dude.
This is why Fernando's in a good day. Apologize for the mess up here. Got a Fiji.
Fiji water. Boom! Boom!
This is why Fernando's in a good mood today. He got a case of bottled Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Dude, this is real.
Yeah, of course it's real.
It's real. So, anyway, thank you so much to the customer.
Yeah. Will the Illusion Audio C8 fit an adapter in the front door of a 14 F250? I don't remember what that door looks like. F250s are tough, man. So if it's an F250 built off of the F150 platform, which I don't know when that happened, then yes, where if it has the big 6x9 in the front door, it'll fit fine. If it's not that one, then it's a if the 5x7 one, it will not fit in. But the 6x9 one, yes. So if there's a 5x7 in that car, no. 6x9, yes, if that helps. I don't remember where the crossover period at those years are. And no, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm struggling to read this. I just discovered that Moscone 12 dB variable crossover. Wow. It's last drop down after, yeah.
All right, so if I use the Kicker Key amplifiers for an install in a 2022 Mazda CX-5 non-premium, do I also need an LOC, or do the key amplifiers handle everything?
Okay. All key products have an LOC built into them. They'll take 20 volts of input,
Up to 20 volts.
up to 20 volts of input, which is more than what most factory radios are going to put out. Most factory radios put out somewhere between 9.5 and 11 volts. Okay, so no, you don't need an LOC because there is one built into them. So the 200, the 500, it's all built in. The only reason why you hear anyone, us included, say that you might want to put a key lock in front of the key amplifier is if
Two different products.
There are two different products. The key lock is designed to DEQ the factory signal. What that means is that if there's a really crazy EQ in it to where they have filters like delay and all pass filters and stuff like that that are going to cause an issue for the 200.4 to where it can't properly EQ, or you get in there and the time alignment is tragically wrong, that would be because there is some type of a filter in there that the key 200.4 does acoustically, so it's not fixing anything electrically. So if it's just a basic system that doesn't have any nonsense on it, or it's very little nonsense, the 200.4 will handle it just fine, and everything will work great. Sometimes it's just as simple as the hack for the keys, because it's preset. You put the mic in, you hit the go button, you get out of the car, and it does what it wants. If it's not enough treble, go into the radio, turn the treble down 2 clicks. It's not enough mid bass, too much mid bass, too much treble. So whatever the problem is after you run the test the first time, go into your settings and adjust it to where you think it sounds the best. So let's say you get in there and you're like, 1 click on the treble sounds good, 2 clicks on the mid-range sounds good, and then you go in your balance and fader. Let's say you turn it to the driver's side and 2 clicks. All right. So now what you do is, once you got it, like, this sounds exactly how I want it to sound, you invert it. So you go into the software if you want, and you go into the radio, and if you went 2 clicks up, you go 2 clicks down. You went 1 click up, you go 1 click down.
Opposite.
If you went left, you go right. You put that in there, and then you rerun the test. After you're done with the test, you put everything back to 0, and then everything you just did now will sound exactly the way it did the first time. Now, if you don't want to go through that nightmare, you can just adjust on the head unit and leave it a day. But if you want everything in the head unit to look like, no, I don't want to have this or that, then that's what you do in order to change the parameters on the 200.4. We do it all the time just because we'll get in there and it's like, oh, wow, no, that's bad. Or that doesn't work. Or that sounds weird with those speakers. So that's, you invert it and then rerun the test. Or
But
rerun the
that's
setup.
what we did on Saturday,
It's totally what we did on Saturday.
We did something on Saturday.
Yeah.
And an F-150, yes.
And that's it. That's all you have to do for that. But that is the reason why we do a key lock sometimes in front of the 200.4. Now, if you have an IRTA2, that cool tool that we have that has 2 channels of input, you can take the left channel, the right channel, sum the 2 together in the device, and look at it on your iPad, and that'll tell you if there's delay or all pass filter in there.
Where you can find it, the
DNF tool drawer.
IRTA2.
DNF tool drawers. Hey, from Coral Springs, how long is the queue for installation? I have no idea. We just show up in the morning and we just go. And then if we show up the next morning and there's another car, we work on that. Is there any way to put an aftermarket touchscreen in a 2017 Honda Accord Sport? No, it's got that cool dash. No, they really haven't done anything for that car yet. Mexican Coke, baby. I know.
That's right.
There is nothing PC about me. Just your laptop. Get all hopped up on now he can get all hopped up on Coke. Yeah. I think we're all gonna do it. We're gonna have a Coke party. There's my wire bent. Yep, Christian. Let it go.
Good
man.
Evening.
Good evening.
Happy Monday, man. Happy Monday, buddy.
It is Monday, which means tonight we're going to be going and doing a live thing that we do every Monday night. So make sure you stay tuned for the live show tonight over there on Facebooks and YouTube. Take your questions. Yes, he is a Cowboys fan. I can vouch for Adam being a Cowboys fan. He has a tattoo on his arm. So, yeah, he committed. He is committed. He will never like another team. If he does, he's going to have it tattooed over.
Sorry, buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
He blew up another factory Audi head unit. You need to get a cheaper car.
What?
Christian blew up another radio.
Stop touching it.
As far as how to integrate into your BO system and your 2022, I don't know specifically, but if you came in, the two places I'd look first is Nav TV, see if they make an interface to integrate into that. And if they don't have one, I would try Mobridge, because sometimes they make interfaces like that. But those are the two. So Mobridge.com and NavTV.com are the two places we go to try to find an installation for that. And if neither one of those have anything, you could also try Audiotech Fisher. Sometimes makes those adapters. They usually buy them from somebody else, but they get them from Europe and they import them here to the U.S., so sometimes we don't have connections to that. Or you can also check Audison. Sometimes they also do the same thing, but those are the places. Paul says 4 weeks. Well, there you go, Christian. What, you just check in randomly? My buddy just bought a Kicker Key 200.4 for his 2010 Camaro. Hope key lock is not required. All right, so 2010 Camaro, straightforward. No key lock is required. If it has the upgraded audio system, which is the Boston Acoustic, if it has the Boston Acoustic system, even better, the amplifiers in the driver's rear quarter panel in the back behind the taillight, and that is a variable voltage signal going into that amplifier. You literally just solder on RCAs. It's super easy. If not, pull the radio out. The radio in that, the signal coming out of the radio is super basic, so you're good to go. The problem you're going to run into is that on that car, you're going to more than likely use that 200.4 for front and rear, not front stage upgrade. If you are going to try to use it for a front stage upgrade, you're going to have to run wires into those doors because it only has 2 wires going into it, and I can tell you right now, it is a pain in the ass. I had a 2010 Camaro, and that was one of the things we did was experiment how we were going to go active with that, and I did the driver's door, and it sucked. Yeah. Sucked bad. We never actually did it because I sold the car, but yeah. Coke is always better than Pepsi. Pepsi is for pussies.
Oh, that's what they say.
Yeah, I'm joking. I really don't care. I don't drink either one.
What do you think about the 4-gauge ferrule crimper? And it's in the DNF tool drawer?
Yes, it is in the DNF tool drawer.
Where?
You can find it in the bottom right-hand corner in the Modern Wire Techniques tab. It's a little yellow box. It's located there because that's a class we're teaching at Knowledge Fest, and we put together that. So it's it's one of the things we talk about in the class. So I just put it there so it's easy for them to find. I should relocate it into the regular section. I just haven't done it yet because I haven't done it yet. I don't know. I'm terrible like that. That Coke's means something different here in Detroit. Yeah. Well, you guys say pop in Detroit. Y'all got a pop? It was funny when we went out to eat last night. My family's from Michigan and they're in town, so we were out last night. She goes, "Can I get another pop?" And I just had to laugh. And they were like, "Oh, yeah, you people." I'm like, "Hey, man, don't you people me."
Yo people.
It's you people. You all don't know how to just say, "Can I get a Coke?" Hey, guys, what's the fuse box with the A&L and the regular fuses on it? That's gonna... the only one I can think of that I've mentioned in the past is from Memphis. They have it, and I don't know if it's even available yet. I think they're going to be in Orlando. If they're not going to be in Orlando, they're going to be at Indy. And I gotta remind them we need one because they're really cool. They had a prototype of it in Canada, and what's his name? Nick? I always forget his name. I don't remember. Anyways,
I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna say it wrong.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
The guy from Memphis.
The guy from Memphis. Yeah. Ad would know who it is. Anyways, Fagel until it goes flat. Ooh, I had a pineapple yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Haley had a grape. They were wonderful. Black cherry flavor is mine. Oh yeah, black cherry's good too.
Nick.
Nick. Is it Nick? So I got it right.
That's what Ada says.
Yeah, so it's Nick. I talked to Nick in Canada.
Another Nick in the industry.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll tell you that one after we get off. Not about him, just something that my former boss used to say when he'd say the name Nick, and it just always stuck in my head. No. But anyways, I talked to Nick, and they have their new fuse holder. It's really cool. It's got like 4 fuses and 2 4-gauge. It's really nice. It's built off of this. They're using the same block that Metro is using. It's just different how they did it. So Metro, you have to screw in from the sides. There's to tighten up the wires underneath the screw for the fuse, which is really cool how they did it. It's a little bit taller. I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. I might, have to just buy that from Metro. Yo, players. What's up, Lance Doss, the boss? Rocking that new job, Werner's Ginger Ale. Ooh, Werner's Ginger Ale is that's my favorite. 100% my favorite is Werner's Ginger Ale. 100%. Like, I don't drink it that much just because, like, I don't drink a lot of any soda that much, but if there's Werner's, there's IBC, but I was going to say IBC Black Cherry is fabulous. You've never had it? Well, we got to make a grocery run for Orlando.
Yeah, still not gonna taste.
Well, why?
I'm not like cherry guy.
No, it's black cherry.
Yeah, still.
It's fabulous. It'll look like you're drinking a black cherry beer.
No thanks.
All right, then fine, don't. I don't really care. Be that way. I was impressed with the system that Mike Rios had in his 300. Yeah, so now we got 2 300s up because we have Phantom Chris. Well, he had a Challenger.
No, he's a Challenger.
Same damn car.
He's a Charger. I'm so sorry.
Whatever. Charger, Challenger, Mopar.
Yes.
His was nice, and he had the... his was old, though, because he had the high 10 in the dash, which is really sweet. But Mike's is super cool. And this past weekend, they were in California, so Orca flew out all their 2 of each, 2x2. They Noah's Arked all of their sales force so they could go out and learn how to use Barney, which is the new Moscone Glade head that you guys have possibly seen. If you haven't, don't worry. We're going to highlight it more because at Knowledge Fest Orlando, which don't forget Thursday night, if you're in town, we'll be at Downtown Disney or Disney Springs, walking around.
Christian is going to be there.
Facebook chat me. I'm sure Christian will show up. Why wouldn't he? We'll have the dogs.
Yep.
And Brian.
Yeah.
Adam might show up. I don't know. It's up to him. He's kind of on the fence about these things. He's picky, prima donna. Anyways, Haley will be there. I mean, that enough is probably
it. Yeah.
But anyways, we'll be at Knowledge Fest with Orca, and one of the things we plan on doing is doing like a teaser. Have Sage talk to us about the new Barney and how amazing it is and why you need rear fill. I'm getting another phone call from him. Man, you got to stop that. Yeah. Anyways, and then hopefully, if you're a dealer, like if you saw the video I put up yesterday, the little ad I put up, thank you guys for watching that. It was just a fun thing we got to do for them to promote the fact that in June 1st through the 4th, if you're an Orca dealer and you buy into it, they're going to fly out to Mobile Solutions. You're going to get hands-on training with Barney as well as do arts and crafts at Mobile Solutions, which is freaking awesome. Hopefully we'll get to be there and film it again. That's our plan anyways. We're leaning really hard into getting them to let us do that because we had a great time doing it and we created awesome content for them. So IBC Cherry is so good. And so is the cream soda. So they make IBC, they have cream soda. Well, why cream soda then? They have cream soda, root beer, and black cherry. And it looks, it's my favorite. I'll bring some Ferners for K-Fest. You don't have to. Really, you don't have to. Root beer is my go-to soda if one... Yeah, for sure. Actually, it's funny, on The Boring Life of Dean and Haley, which there will be another episode coming out here shortly. It'll be a long one. When Haley gets hypnotized. I'll get that out this week. Yeah, she edited that. So it's freaking hilarious.
Awesome.
It's like a half-hour video, so that'll be up later this week. I'm going to get it out. And then we also did one on root beer where the two of us did a root beer challenge where we drank like 10 different root beers.
Yep.
And she was good at it. I sucked. And a lot of it just tastes like shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. Lance is having fun. Big difference. LOL, just same. Yep. Okay. All right. I need food. Yes. Yeah, I can see you wasting it away. How's Haley doing? Haley's doing good. She's a little bit because she's still got her she's got her arm wrapped up still, so she's still in the cast but not cast. Yeah, my brain is crap, so I can't. Anyways, so we still wrap it up in the cast. She spends most of the time in that. It's like a half cast. She goes the week before we leave for the Best Buy JVC thing, which then turns into Knowledge Fest. Man, we got a ton of crap.
Yes.
She goes to find out if she can take it off.
Oh, very nice.
Well, she's kind of worried now because she's had it on, for it seems like forever, but I think it's only been like 3 weeks. She started physical therapy. One of the problems she has is that like this her middle finger it sits like this, and so they're having to, just because all the tendons and everything that just got twisted and raked around inside of there, they need to be stretched out. So she's having to work that, and right now she's doing like towel squeezes and stuff like that. But she still really can't do anything with her wrist. It's more just to stretch out the tendons, because of how low the fracture was on her arm. They don't want you doing this because they need it to settle. They need those 12 screws and 2 plates to bond in there. But they're thinking, like, I think she goes the 9th of next month. So the thing by then it'll be okay to go back to somewhat of a normal life. Maybe drive again. So right now they don't want her driving, just because she can't be reactive.
Oh no! That would be bad.
So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, DIY guy, how are you doing? Hey. Well, it's good, Christian. Hopefully everything works out. I hope so too. Yep. I hope so too. So no soccer for Haley. So no soccers. The thing that pisses her off the most, she can't play soccer for 5 months. So she still goes to the games, like tomorrow night's soccer night, because I was like, hey, you want to go to the Kenwood training and say hi to Josh? And she's like, oh, no, I have soccer. I'm like, seriously, bro? She's like, no, I got to go. It's like, okay. Hey, from Arizona. Yeah, tomorrow night we're going out. They're doing, because Kenwood's not coming to Knowledge Fest, so they're actually doing a training here for that. So we're going to go out to support.
She's going to have a metal detector issue.
Oh, so funny you should say that.
No, that was Lance.
No. Well, no. So the other night they went to the concert. Okay, and so they were wanding everybody. They had metal detectors, and they had to wand my mother-in-law.
Yep.
And he was like, "Hey, could you wand my arm?" And the guy's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Just because it's got metal plates in it. I want to, and it didn't go off." And she's like, "Damn it!" He goes, "I can make it go off." She's like, "No, I don't want you to make it go off." I said, "Dude, that's some concert shitty wand stuff, man. TSA at the airport will be a real test. That's when the fun comes in. So calm your hormones." But she's one of those weird people. Like, I hope it goes off. I want it to go off. I'm like, dude, you're mental. Why she doesn't use her arms for soccer? I guess to be safe. Well. Okay, for the same reason she broke her arm playing soccer, Christian, is the reason why they don't want her to play soccer for 5 months, because it won't be fully healed, and we don't want to break it again if some idiot decides to push her as she goes up for a header and she lands funky on her wrist and breaks her arm again. Could you imagine breaking your arm now when you have plates and screws in it? No, that would be some Terminator-looking shit. God!
When you playing soccer, you're still moving your hands.
Yeah. You're bumping into people.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could get one if she needs it for the TSA. It's not a big deal. Plus, I think the big 2 scars on the side of her arm will be a dead giveaway, because she's got like 2 5-inch cut marks on either side of her arm. So, crazy. And I'm sure if you really felt them, you could probably feel the screws. And I haven't done that yet, but I know it's there. And she's probably at some point going to be like, "Ooh, if you squeeze her, you can feel it." I'm like, "Oh, that's going to be gross." But whatever. Hey guys, tonight is the show, so make sure to tune in tonight. Thanks, Morale, for sponsoring these as always. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tonight. Yeah, that is the one problem with having these shocks on there. You can't lift the windshield all the way. Or the hood. Maybe the Hydro Guide.
Hydro Guide, yes.
Hydro Guide.
Yeah. This is when exhaust opens. It's like,
Well, isn't hydro mean water?
no,
Yeah, it does.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, it totally does.
It means like more money.
No, it means, well, yeah, it definitely means a hydro flask. Yeah, okay. Sure, we'll go with that. How's everybody doing today? Fernando is finishing up the fuse holder for this Jeep. We had the Metra fuse holder, which I absolutely love, the bracket, but he added in this bracket right here, and that with the Metra bracket, it actually uses these screw points that are now blocked because of this, so he had to make a new fuse holder. Kind of a bummer, but whatever, it happens. We're moving along on this. The seats, amplifiers underneath the seats. So yesterday we showed you the amplifiers mounted to the brackets, so now they're in place. This is the LC 1.800 is in place. He went with the Kicker L7T shallow box back here. He likes his cargo space, and he can just set anything he wants on it. And then slide this forward. The D61200 is mounted up underneath this seat. We had to make some brackets for the Illusion C3Xs that went up in there. That bracket, because it's actually a round speaker, and so what we had to make is this here, because it doesn't have the little tab like most 3.5s have. So we made this bracket. This was we've used these speakers before, and so this was like the first. We took 2 brackets and made 1 bracket. That's the cool thing about doing it in software, just to see what it looked like and if it was going to fit, and any modifications we had to make. And we had to make a couple modifications to this because it has the 6 screws, and the way the Chrysler speaker is this has to be flat here, and so we had to make the screw holes smaller so we could tap the acrylic in order to put the speaker in. So we had to change. So we had an extra. It just goes right there in the trash. Good afternoon. What's up? What's up? And so the K2 6.5-inch mid bass is in here. If you saw Fernando's video that he put up today of that, if you're like, well, where's the sound treatment? With those brackets, we actually do the sound treatment on the inside instead of the outside. So you don't actually see it, which is kind of cool, right?
Correct. Yes, because if you add the sound treatment in the outside, it's not gonna fit. You know, you have a lot of trouble trying to put it back as the factory, because the pod actually goes really on the edge of the metal.
Yeah.
So you add like, I don't know,
eighth of an inch,
and it's just trouble. So you do it in the inside, you don't have to worry about it, and it's good.
When do you decide to heat weld plastic fasteners instead of tapping plastic? That's a good question. It really just depends on I cut my head today too. It really just depends on the application, the size of screw that we're using. A lot of the times with the smaller screws, it makes more sense to tap with, put the thermal cert into the acrylic, just because the threads are so close together, it'll strip. So M3 is the borderline. It's like some M3s, like in this case, there were 6 M3 screws. There's enough screws there that it's going to hold it in place and not strip out and be fine. If there was only 2 screws there, then I probably would have put thermal certs in there. The other thing too is with this, they have to be perfectly flat. So thermal certs obviously add some depth to it, and the only thermal cert that is 1/8 of an inch that we carry, for those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, let me flip this around. So the only 1/8 inch thermal cert we have is this one, which is an M2. So it's a really tiny screw, but this would go into it, so we'd have to change the hole to fit this and you have 12 of them that you have to put in, because this is too tall. And the M3, the shortest, is like this. And that was the problem, is if we were using 1/4 inch acrylic, this is fine because that's about a 1/4 inch. Using 1/8 inch, you have to go down to an M2. So that's why M3 is like the it's the 50-50 mark, depending on how you're designing your piece, is whether or not you're going to want to use. And then it's really just comes down to, sometimes originally I had nuts and bolts, so I just put bolts on the back of it, or nuts I should say, on the back of it, and I was like, oh, that's cool, put it in, and then it just sat and hit, and I was like, damn it. So we had to go back and redesign it so that the hole was smaller, and then we could tap them. And then for tapping, we just use this guy here. Oh, hang on. We just use this guy here. So this is a drill bit with a tap attached to it. And here is, to give you an idea, so here's like a bigger one. So this is like an M8. And then you can buy them in bags. So this is like a bag of M6s, and I think we have a bag of M5s because they like to break. So nothing sucks worse than breaking your only one that you have. And like here's an M2. So they're so small, as you can see, like all this dust on here. So you got to go like really slow, and yeah, it's not always as fun. So that's the deciding factor. I have a Rockford C2500.1. That's cool. Tied with the DMA10 and using the knob to control the amp. Do I get a lot? I do get a lot of bass. Is it still a good idea to put in the epicenter? So the epicenter is hold on, I had something fall. The epicenter is depending on, like, you're always gonna, you got 2,500 watts, man. You're always gonna get good bass. It's the sound of the bass. I hate to use the word tonality because I don't really consider it that, but some music just doesn't have a lot of bass at lower volumes or at the volumes you want to listen to it at, so you end up having to crank it up really loud, and then it's like, I don't want to be there. With the epicenter, it gives you the ability to make music have bass that wouldn't normally have bass. Now, it's just fun. Really, at the end of the day, it's just fun. We put one in. We had a guy come in last week with an F-150 that we'd done a system in, a full Rockford system with the DMA-10. We posted pictures. I think we even did a video on it. I don't honestly remember. But he wanted to add the epicenter micro. And so we did, because he was like, I just want more something. And I said, okay. So I talked to him about an epicenter previously, so we came in, we put in the epicenter. We also swapped out the mid bass in the doors. He wanted the KX2s. Yeah, KX2 mid bass from the Focal. So we did that, and he was super excited. And then the volume he listened to the music at, being able to play with the epicenter, he's like, oh my god, this is exactly what I wanted. This is really cool. So yeah, I think it's fun. It's definitely fun. But you want to go DMA-10, shut off the crossover in the DMA-10, epicenter, and then 2500, and use the crossover in the 2500. That's how you want to do that. What's up, Danny? Just finished my Ground Zero demo build. Very impressed, I must say. Gets loud. Check your email. I need your home address. Brian wants to send you guys something. Hey, Dean, do you ever sell any of your speaker adapters? No. I don't, just because I don't. Usually we don't. I know. But there is somebody that will. So if you want your own custom speaker brackets, adapters, grills, whatever you want, anything you want with a laser, contact John Brettel at meshman.net. Meshman.net. He's the guy. He will make you whatever you want, and he will gladly sell it to you. So yeah, reach out to him. He's also here under Meshman or John Brettel. Super cool dude. We've had him on the show before. He's the guy. Hey, Dean. Happy Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday.
It doesn't even make sense.
It does.
Yeah, does it though? I don't know. Tell Fernando how bald he looks from this angle. Wow, man, you guys are brutal. Dude, he's almost 40, man. He's got a lot of stress in his life.
He's 20.
He's got a 7-year-old. He's got to work here.
Not just that.
I mean, Oh, what's up? Mike for Paragon Sales and Marketing. How was your training out there?
In California.
Yeah, you're out of California doing the Barney training.
Yeah.
If you're an Orca dealer, the training is coming up in June 1st to the 4th. Do your buy-in, get in, reach out to your Orca sales rep so that you too can go to the Barney/Mobile Solutions training.
So if you are in California, Las Vegas, and everything, reach out to Paragon. Marketing, yeah.
Sales and marketing. Yeah. Industry only. Sorry, guys. What's the next best DSP upgrade from a DMA10? Well, okay. So DMA10 is a great DSP. Right now, I don't know if the new version of the beta software is out, but if you haven't had a chance to play with the beta software is actually pretty cool. Outside of that, if you want to get into a standalone DSP, which, believe it or not, is becoming more and more difficult because a lot of these manufacturers are doing the, like I like to call it, TV VCR combination, where you're getting the amplifier and the DSP all in one. We definitely sell more of those than just the standalone. Hold on, let me do two things at once here. And so now we look at standalone DSPs. Obviously, ARC makes a great standalone DSP. Depending on how many channels you need, you have the Pro that they've made for years with the new software on it, and you have the new PCM Pro, which is an 8-channel DSP. You have Helix, you have Helix and you have Moscone that make really awesome standalone DSPs. Audison has the Virtuoso, but it's old tech in my mind, so I'm not going with that. They haven't come out with something that uses the Forza software yet. I know they're going to at some point, and when they do, that'll be a pretty awesome DSP to fight with. But I would look at Helix, ARC, Moscone as your options there for a standalone DSP. Now, there again, the new software for the 810. So yeah, right now they don't have the latest. I just checked. They don't have the beta up. They're going to bring that out here in the next couple days, I guess, because it was up for a while. They pulled it down because it's beta. They went through a whole bunch more validations. I got a copy of the Mac version of it the other day, which is, yeah, can't even tell what build this is. This is 3/6/2023. But there's a newer one than this. This was just the newest one that they've validated. So a lot of cool things coming for that DSP. But if you just want to try something different, those are three to choose from. Do you also sell a T-harness for the 6th gen Mustang? Why you gotta yell? What are you trying to do would be the first question. And there again, I don't know what the difference between the 5th gen and the 6th gen is. A year would be good. But regardless of that, you can head over to iData, iData link, or maestro.com. Type in your make, model, and year, and they'll probably spit you out a harness that you can use. That's pretty much as exciting as that gets. Pack-audio.com has harnesses as well. Now, a lot of people are making the T harnesses again, so they're pretty easy to get a hold of. That's all I got. He's not bald. Yeah, he is. Bro, it was freaking awesome. Says Mike. Is Dick Wingate at that too? I don't know. I don't know. At the
California?
No, yeah, he wasn't at California.
He wasn't California.
Was he at California? I didn't see him. Oh yeah, I guess I did see him. Yeah, he was at California.
Did you see him?
I did see him. Yeah. Everybody's balding. New 2020 and up Chevy Bose system. What's your go-to full integration? We just did one the other day, and we used the new Metro piece. That's the review we did on the Metro piece. Honestly, it's the most amazing sounding Metro piece we've tried so far. And there was one caveat that the customer ran into with it. We always put those where people can get to them to reset them if they need to. And he's had to reset it maybe 3 or 4 times since then. He found out that it doesn't go to sleep fast enough, and sometimes when he gets out of the car, turns it off, runs into like a convenience store and comes back out, turns the car on, he has to reset the unit because there's a data bus corruption there just because it hasn't had enough time to go to sleep. Day to day, he doesn't have any issues with it, which is what most people run into. When it does get a data corruption, you just unplug it, plug it back in, and you're back in business. So I would still recommend the piece, just as long as everybody understands what they're getting into. I'm assuming at some point Metro will post some form of an update to figure that out. But till then, otherwise, you're going to need something with multi-channel DSP. And or just put power in it. Don't try to sum anything together. There's a middler in the dash. There's like a 2.5 inch in the dash. Put a 2.5 inch dash. Put a 6 bind on the door. 6 inch coaxial in the rear. Add some subwoofers. If you want to make it sound better, obviously DSP. Go channel for channel. It's the best move to make. Don't worry about time alignment, because unless you have an amplifier that has some form of an all-pass filter fix, in which case fix the all-pass filter and then you can do whatever you want. But yeah. I thought I was going to be a bass head, 600 watts on a 10 DC audio. I have 2, and my Gladiator has me rethinking chasing vibration sucks. Yeah, I would go with that. Helix Ultra DSP 12 channels of fun. It is, but you only got to tune the ones you're using. How'd you cut your forehead, Dean? Okay, so simple. For this Jeep, we put the factory amplifier is behind this speaker, and slide the seat back. And so we wanted to put the passive crossovers for the Illusion C3Xs on the factory amplifier mount. That's why we mounted the DSR1 underneath the seat with the amplifier. And when I went to put it back in, Fernando had not removed this because we backed the car up last night, so it was just hanging down here. So when I put my head in, I caught it on the sharp ass plastic and cussed and was like, oh, fabulous. So that's what happened. Nothing too exciting for sure. Ring Jail VXI can DSP for 12 channels. Yeah, but it's still an amplifier. He's got a DM810 and it's not a standalone. I mean, you could do no, you can't, because that's only 8 channels. So I was trying to think of something with 10 channels at least. So tech tip of the day. Don't let Fernando pull the car in and not remove the piece when you're done.
What?
Yep, exactly. So no DM link. What do you mean? What's the DM link?
DM link. It's not a JL piece.
Not a clue. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe. Yeah, it could be. Got me. Hi from Arizona again. Have you guys done an Alfa Romeo yet? Not the car, just the little 2-seater thing. I watched the video of you making one for the Roush where you used the car AV and the B adapter. Sorry for it's a 2015 Mustang. Thanks, Dean. Okay, so that makes things a lot easier now that we know it's a 2015 Mustangs. Lots have changed since we did that video. iData makes the harness that goes right in the amplifier now, so we don't have to make anything. If it's a 2015 Mustang and it has the amplifier in the corner like that, Monday we released the Instagram live like this of the Mustang we did that was a 2017, same car as you know. If you want to integrate into the Mustang, the easiest way to do it, if you're trying to keep the factory radio, is to go with the DSR1. However, because the DSR1 AR comes with the harness, you get the harness, plugs in, talks to the factory radio, gives you all your channels, keep your chimes, does everything you need to do, gives you 8 channels of DSP output. So that's a Rockford DSR1 with the T-harness. Other options that are available now is the Arc Audio PSM Pro. So if you want a real DSP, big DSP, lots of features, Rockford PSM Pro. You can also go with Arc Audio PSM Pro will plug in. You do have to buy the AR to do it. And now see, the reason why you do this is because it's like an Amp Pro. At that point, it talks to the car, deals with all the Bluetooth, all the navigation prompts, and all that. It automatically interfaces with those amplifiers or those processors and gives you your preamp level output that's controlled from the volume, because the volume is controlled via the digital system. Now, it's a 2015. So anyways, ARC makes an amplifier, the Blackbird and the PSM Pro they'll integrate. Rockford makes a DSR1. Audison makes all the new Forza amplifiers. All of those will talk to the car via AR, which is fabulous. So unlike that video, we ended up, that was not fun. We did that a while ago, so it's much easier to do now. And like I said, iData makes a harness. So if you're putting in a new radio, which is even cooler for 2015, then you want to use the iData MFT1. Because the iData MFT1 kit will allow you to keep your whole front dash bezel. And there again, if you go back and watch Monday's video, we kind of walked you through all the cool stuff that we did in that Mustang. You get to keep your factory dash bezel. It goes in behind it. It looks super sexy. But yeah, go back and watch Monday's video on YouTube. I mean, you can go back a couple days. It's 3 days ago, 3 videos back. And you'll see all the stuff we did in that Mustang. So, sorry, I'm sure I missed the conversation I had to answer. It's okay, Mike. It's okay. We were just making fun of you. How does an oil all-pass filter look on an IRTA2? It looks like a dip. So when you have an all-pass filter, you connect to the right and left speaker leads, you play pink noise, and you turn them both on, and you should see a huge dip when they both come on. Not a little dip. Little dip is just EQ. It's not a big deal. But it looks flat when you play left. It looks flat when you play right. Then when you turn it on, it just goes and it just dips low. That's an all-pass filter. If you just see a little tiny dip, that's just equalization. A lot of people get all ghost hunty on all-pass filters now, but you don't have to. Is it okay to use factory wiring to install aftermarket speakers? What's the gauge of the factory wiring? Yes, it is. I really need to put a link to like Tony D'Amore's explanation on how much power you can actually pass through a factory speaker wire. You got to keep in mind, man, the size of the speaker, the amount of power you're putting in it, the frequency range that's going to be playing through that. You're fine. It doesn't matter. If you're one of those guys who just has to put big speaker wire in their cars, go for it. Whatever makes you feel better, but the factory wiring is most of the time sufficient. Now, if it's an older car and it's rusting and crap, well, yeah, you might want to change it. But most modern cars, the size of the wire will get the job done. Oh, Christian just chiming in. Okay. Have you guys worked on a Toyota? Yeah, all the Scion stuff. Yes. I don't know if we've done a lot in them, but we've done stuff. Thanks a ton, you bet. I recently saw a kicker video of the Solex playing free air, and that thing is a monster. It is a monster. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I saw that same video too. I think it was put out by the Sundown guys, maybe. I don't know. Somebody did it. I mean, there it is. That thing is crazy. Hold on, let me give it some perspective. So, there we go. Now we have some perspective. Look at the size of this thing. Okay, so there is your magnet. This one, of course, is not charged, but look at it. It's just freaking a monster. And the nice thing is when you blow it, if you manage to do that, it is rebuildable. So that's really kind of cool. Triple stack magnet. And the thing is it literally took Steve 2 years to finally, like, this is the speaker. You guys for years have seen versions of it in the show that they've had them sitting on the counter and all that. Man, no, they've changed this thing so many times. I mean, 2 years ago when I saw the first prototype of this, it looked nothing like that. I mean, they had a full-scale 3D printed version of it, which was cool, and I tried to sneak out with it, but they were like, whoa, slow down, killer. It's like, dude, come on, you guys don't need this.
What do you have in your pocket?
Yeah.
Oh, you just happy to see
me. Yeah, I was totally happy to see you. So a lot of work went into this. I think this is probably one of Steve's pride and joy projects for sure. Like, he's obviously built some of the most amazing stuff in the industry for a long time now. Makes me feel young. You know, the reality is there's only so many more cool things he can do with the time he has left, which I hate to say that because I consider him a friend of mine, and he's one of the coolest people I've ever had the pleasure of spending any amount of time with. And the thought of him not being around kind of makes me, well, it does make me very sad. But I feel he, with the Solo X, has made has said, oh, you think you have a badass woofer? Haha, chill. And he released that, you know. And, you know, it was funny because, like, just listen to them complain, like, Steve just won't make up his mind. You know, and it's like, he keeps doing this, he keeps doing that. And it's like, yeah, but it's all for the better. Like, it's all for the better. And now we have it, and everyone is just loving this thing. So I think it's great. I'm super thrilled that they sent me the Cutaway because that's the one I wanted. Because the reality is I'll probably never have one of these in a box to play. I have no need for something that crazy. But to show you guys, and the guys that might buy it and the guys that are fans, what this thing looks like is just, I think it's an honor for us to just be able to be included in the excitement of this thing. Because, I mean, it is just, you know, there again, adding scale to that. It is so brutal. I mean, it's an animal. It's an animal, you know, and it's reasonably priced. I think it's like $600, something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but you know, it's a monster. It's a monster for sure. So, hope you guys enjoy that thing. Taking a break from soil science for car audio science with proof. Dean, my brain is melting. I don't think I have one out. I've passed 130 watts RMS through factory wiring. Of course you have, Christian. Factory wiring is generally great, OFC, and 16 to 14 gauge. There you go. Solex looks like the new SQL King step aside 13. Oh yeah, 13W7. Hello from Italy. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting. I think it is. And now we have, I really want to, so Lori on her desk has the Q-Class woofer. This guy, she has a Cutaway of this sitting in her office. And the next time I go to kick her, I'm just going to take it and not tell her. I mean, this one is cool because it's made to come apart. So, I mean, we can kind of show all the cool technology that went into this. But wouldn't that be cool to have the L7Q, this guy Cutaway next to this Cutaway? Like, oh, that would be so awesome. Just so you could see, like, how much went into both of these guys. Like, I mean, I look at this and, like, I mean, think of this. Like, for those of you guys that draw CAD and stuff like that, how fun is that to draw? Like, I won't even tell you how much money it cost them to do the technology behind figuring out how to build this. And then this guy right here, this is all to move air in and out of this. This was a fortune to make this guy. But this is not original to the first version of the driver because they designed it and didn't realize what was going on. So, and it kept cooking it, and then they had to go and have more science done on it, and they were like, oh crap. And so they came up with this piece here, and this is designed to move air in and out of the woofer as the woofer moves up and down. People would think that, like, when this is moving, right, it creates a pump and air comes in and goes out. That's not actually what happens a lot of time. Is the heat will just sit here and the air is moving but not around this area, so it stays constant. With this technology, this actually created the flow of air and got it to move along with all these other pieces to move heat away from the voice coil. So, you know, a lot of technology goes into these. But that's what happens when you have actual speaker engineers that work for you. Hey, Dean, is Fernando Mexican? If so, ask him from what part?
Mexico City.
Mexico City, bro. Yeah. But yes, he is. I think. You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I
think so.
I don't know. You sure? Okay, I'm not going to say something because then I'd just be construed as racist or something.
That's what they told me.
White guys can't talk about it. Do you guys use lithium on anything of your builds? No, no, not yet. Most of the systems we build aren't really big enough to where they're going to need the extra power like that. Do you remember which brand Jeff is using?
No. But that's a cool one.
It's not Limitless, right?
No.
Yeah. Jeff is using a lithium battery in his car. We're figuring we're going to let him be the guinea pig. So, go, Jeff, go. Burn some stuff up. When I competed DB drag in the late 90s, the stroker was one of the only woofers with dual spiders. Now I see it on all big woofers. Yeah, but remember, their spider was on top and on the bottom, and you can adjust it and do all that cool stuff with it. Yeah, I mean, there again, that's one of those OG, everyone that collects woofers should have a stroker in their collection for sure. Dean, what's for dinner? Man, it's only 3 o'clock. You're like my wife. I have no idea. What is today? Tuesday? Today's Wednesday. What is today?
Today is Tuesday.
Oh, today's Tuesday. We actually have a training to go to tonight. Josh from Kenwood is in town.
You guys catch the show last night?
Yeah, he was on the show last night. He's in town to actually do a training. So we have a training to go to. So whatever they're serving there is what dinner will be. Good, bad, or indifferent. So I think it's tacos. I hope it's tacos. Excess Power and Limitless make some of... There you go. See, I knew Limitless. Excess Power. There you go. I'm nothing like your wife. No, I would assume not, but she's just as curious. Like, what do you want for dinner? Oh my God, you know who just joined?
Who?
Phantom Chris!
Ooh.
What's up, Phantom Chris is in the house. We call him Phantom Chris because he absolutely hated the idea of me calling him Phantom Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so of course...
That's the reason why you're still calling him?
I'm going to call him Phantom Chris forever, and I want everyone else to call him Phantom Chris.
Oh.
How do you feel about rear fill? If we're talking about speakers in a car, I'm a big fan. Big fan. Many reasons for that. Two, I don't know why I said two. Many reasons. One reason, it'll make the overall system louder, which is always nice, because most people are doing this because they want it to sound louder. I also get to sell them another pair of speakers, which is cool. Increases the bottom end, and at the end of the day, we are a for-profit organization here at 5-Star, the retail side of things. He does like to keep the lights on, so adding rear speakers is kind of a cool thing. I personally like having sound, and I know a lot of people say, I like the submersion, I like the 3D. No, what I like is, I like being able to turn my head and go, oh yeah, there's something coming from over there. Because I don't always play it full blast. So I do like having sound around me, so to speak. So, yeah. Is Nando tired? So quiet today. No, he's actually focused.
No. And so, for example, I'm trying
Hold on. Let me flip it around.
So, in this car, of course, we have an amplifier on each side of the car, passenger driver side, and just in case somebody's gonna service anything on the car, I want to make sure that they gonna put it the same way that we install it. So we're gonna put D61200 in this side, and then I'm gonna have another
second one,
D61200 in this side,
so you're he's paying attention. He's focused. He's hyper focused.
So that's all, man.
Yeah, and I would much rather have him be hyper focused so that I don't have to go, hey man, the heck. Yeah. So I want burgers.
Burgers.
Yeah.
I haven't had a burger in a long time.
I had that incredible burger at Disney.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible.
So terrible. That was not that incredible?
Oh, it was horrible. And and the thing is, I've had I want to say 4 incredible burgers now in the past 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And this one was the nail in the coffin for him.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I was like, this is disgusting. I give him a try. I
just want to know which one is the best burger that you guys ever try.
What do you mean?
No,
fake burger, like turkey burger, chicken burger, hamburger.
Doesn't matter,
incredible burger, black bean burger, mushroom burger.
Burger from this place.
Oh, restaurant.
A restaurant.
What restaurant has the
Yes.
best burger?
And
Okay.
it doesn't matter. Missouri, Kentucky, California.
So
Florida,
what is the
doesn't
best?
matter.
Okay, so there you go. See this? What's what you started, Christian? What happened, boys? Hope you're doing great. Now that we've got to hear from you, Phantom Chris, fabulous, fabulous. How do you set rear fill? Okay, so when we're doing a DSP, typically, I tune left, I tune right for the front. For the rear, I don't. For the rear, it's just a summed tune, so it's left plus right or left minus right. They're joined together. I'm not actually subtracting or adding these things together. The DSP has the option to do 2 speakers at once. I usually choose that. I've already got the curve from the front ghosted into my RTA, so I know what the front looks like. And I just have the rears mimic that same response, in the range that it's capable of. And I start with it down low, and once we have the front the way we like it, meaning now that we're in the car and we're listening to it, and I have the front where I like it, I start to bring in the volume of the rear to where it's just it's just there. It's like you can just hear it. Now, depending on the customer, if they want it louder, then no, we'll bring it in to where it's prevalent, but not distracting from the image in the front. But it's definitely, it's additive, meaning it maybe raises the soundstage up because now you've added in these other speakers that are drawing towards the back. But there again, it depends on the customer, because if loudness in that side of the performance is what they want, it really doesn't care what the imaging is, because they just want it loud. So you have to deliver on what they want. And there again, if they're just like, no, I have kids and I want speakers in the rear, perfect. So then we'll just bring them in enough to where it's like, yeah, there's a speaker, and then that's it. It also depends on how loud the front is. So if the front is super loud, then I can obviously bring the rears up more. So then that's how we do it. It's not magical by any stretch of the imagination. Now, if you have a Moscone has this, and Helix has this cool like rear effect thing that you can do for the rears and all that, which Sage talked about when we were looking at the original video on the Bronco. There'll be a new video for the Bronco. I haven't filmed it yet, but there will be a new one, where he kind of talks about some of the cool stuff like that. And that's also really neat when you have a DSP that can do...
We haven't filmed it, but he's going to be in here.
Yeah, I haven't filmed it yet, but there will be a new one. Yeah, it's a Jeep in the background. It's always a Jeep in the background. Are you guys friends with Steve Mead?
Yes.
This guy? Yeah. I'm not as tight with him as Fernando is. Fernando and him, they've swapped phone numbers. So, I talk through Steve through Fernando, but he's a really cool dude. The time we have, I've spent a couple hours talking with him, obviously, but nothing, no great. We haven't been to his house and chilled over in Upper Cali or anything like that. But he's a cool guy. I enjoyed the time we spent with him. And Fernando, like I said, they haven't talked in, you guys haven't talked in a while, have you?
Talking a long time.
Yeah, but no, I'm sure you can call him tomorrow and be like, "What's up, Steve? You like Nando?" Anyways, hi guys from Connecticut. What's happening? Hello, Turkey. He likes turkey burgers. Oh, I like turkey burgers. Game on, Nando. It's freaking amazing. You're amazing, Fernando. Hi guys, you ever play with the S8 DSP from Hertz? I see it's high res. All the new Audison Audio Electromedia, which is the parent company, they're really leaning hard into the high res certified stuff. No, I haven't played with it. It's not really. Yeah, it's weird. That DSP never really. I gotta look back at that DSP. I'm gonna be honest with you. It just kind of fell through the cracks because we just didn't really have a need for it at the time. But no, I'm gonna have to take another look at that. Hi guys, just here trying to see where I'm going to place some amps in my Mercedes-Benz. In the car next to the Mercedes-Benz. So you don't have to place them in the Mercedes-Benz. Just sell it to buy the car next to it. I'm just kidding. Ronto rap. Oh, it's Star Wars, really good. You need help. In-N-Out Burger. Have you had In-N-Out Burger yet?
No, I haven't.
Really?
No.
Maybe we'll do that this year. I thought we went to In-N-Out Burger.
No. We decide we're gonna go to In-N-Out Burger, and then we change it for something else. I don't remember what. So.
I don't like going there because all they have is burgers, and there's nothing for me to eat other than French fries. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm a solid French fry guy.
How's
but
the French fries?
They're
Just
okay.
a regular French fry?
Yeah. Haley liked In-N-Out way better than... Yeah, I'm sorry. Haley likes Jack in the Box way better than In-N-Out.
Okay.
So we'll always go to the Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box has chicken too. So afternoon, gents. Here you go. You happy now? Do you need another Phantom Chris hug?
Another Phantom Chris hug?
Yeah, no, hug.
Oh, hug.
Phantom Chris hug.
Oh, I love hugs.
Yeah,
You know?
he gave you a good hug. He changed your mood that day.
I'm like Barney. I love hugs.
Okay, that sounds creepy. No, Phantom Chris Fernando was in a he was being a whiny bitch.
Like,
not lying. He was being a whiny bitch. I told Phantom Chris. Chris goes,
I'm not. No.
You were
I'm
being
not.
a whiny bitch. You were totally being a whiny bitch.
There's no freaking organization. It's like,
Just being a whiny bitch. Chris took care of it though. Chris gave him a big Chris hug and he put a smile on his face. Yeah. Five Guys will never defend. Five Guys are good. Like I've had those back when I used to eat meat. I like their fries, but you can only eat so many of them because they're so greasy. The Mexican burger type, taco overload. Okay, I'm not gonna lie there. I kind of feeling you.
That's my type of burger. Right
Bobby, In-N-Out for the win. Greenies from near Land O'Lakes or Lady Lakes. Strange tip: if lacking mid bass, check your tires. Recently got new tires, and the difference in road noise made me turn down mid bass a little, only a little. Okay, that's a neat one. The droning just got to be too much. I almost feel like there was ANC involved in that, but I still don't get what variable 12 dB is on the Moscone DSP versus Linkwix Butterworth. Yeah, okay. I'll recommend a book you can read. Hammy's Burgers.
Who?
Hammy's.
Tammy's?
Hammy. Hammy's.
Okay.
I'm surprised.
Where are they?
I have no idea. Wish Morel would move their American headquarters to Florida. Yeah, that'll never happen. Dude, they're in Arizona. Why would they want? No, forget that. You know, they're good. Calm down, Christian. Exactly. Installing an Amp Pro, should you always use a DSP? You know, it's funny you asked that because Brian and I had that conversation earlier today. And his point was, you know, for years, like, we're both old. He and I are almost the same age. I think he might be a year or two older than me. I'm not sure. But, so we've both been doing this for a very long time. And we remember a time when, you know, you'd install a 4-channel amp, some new speakers, tap a guy on the butt and be like, good game, guys. And they would ride out and everyone would be happy. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, yeah, but we have better stuff now, so what's the point in doing that? So the reality is yeah, you can put an Amp Pro in, and you still have bass, mid, and treble in the radio. You can put an amplifier in, put new speakers in, and whatever the speakers are doing, they're just doing their sound, okay? And, you know, you have bass, mid, and treble adjust, which may be enough, doubtful. And, like, if you don't know any better, you're good, right? Like, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're missing until you're missing it.
Right.
So, yeah, and there's plenty of places that do that. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong. They're just doing it that way forever, just like we talked about. And you get in the car and it's louder and the tweeters tick better. And, you know, if you go from a silk to a hard home tweeter, all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, my tweeters sound amazing. Well, that's because the other one sucked. So, yeah, a lot of people are happy like that. My argument was, the minute you're not happy, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can change. I can't fix nothing. I can't change anything. I can't, you know, not necessarily fix anything, but I can't, like, if you're like, man, I really wish it did that.
You gotta start over.
Sorry. Can the bass, mid, or treble on your radio do it? No. Then you need a DSP. You know? His argument was that a lot of people buy these DSPs now, or companies sell DSPs, and the only thing they use them for is crossovers. They don't actually do anything with them. Like, they don't go in and tune the EQ. Mm-hmm. I mean, how many times have we had DSPs come in here for us to tune, or for us to fix the install, and you unlock the DSP, and it's like, crossover. Sometimes it's not even the crossover.
You know?
Yeah.
They just put that box in there as like a high level.
Yeah. We've done a couple DSPs. They're just using
like,
as high-level, low-level adapters.
It blows my mind because...
$5 to $1,000 high-level, low-level adapter. Dude, it sounds amazing. Oh.
I don't know.
But anyways, I don't know if that helps on the Amp Pro thing, but for me, yeah, a DSP is definitely a worthwhile investment. However, if it's going to be a problem figuring out how to set it up and do all these other things with it, it might not be what you need. I finally got my replacement Klein strippers and ratcheting crimpers after they were stolen. Oh, that sucks.
Well, at least you got it back.
At least you got new ones. I sent you guys an In-N-Out t-shirt. Yes, you did. Bobby sent us the In-N-Out shirt. Yes, you did. Yep. I changed my name just for you. Phantom Chris. There you go. We changed it. Boom.
Oh, now it's official.
Phantom Chris. I knew I'd pressure him into doing it. I'm like that kid. Do you want drugs, kids? Stay away from drugs.
You're a bad influence.
I'm a total bad influence. I love it. I have worked on new Honda Accords 2023, new 12-inch. No, I don't think so. No, not yet. No, people haven't hated them enough. Option on best budget speakers in 2023.
You know what is a good budget speaker?
No, Fernando.
Let me tell you about budget speakers, and it's gonna blow your mind because they are really nice. These speakers are from MorelHiFi.com. So you go type MorelHiFi.com, scroll down, and you see all the different type of the speakers that they offer. But the entry level, not entry level, I'm just saying Maximo.
For Morel.
Right.
Yeah.
Maximo, awesome.
Maximo HEs?
They even have a Maximo 3-way if you're looking for that. But the Maximo HEs, this HE stands for like high efficiency.
Yeah.
They amazing.
Preach to me, Fernando.
Dude, let me tell you, go check it out. You're not gonna be disappointed.
We actually did a review on those.
We did.
And they're in Haley's car right now.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I drove it yesterday and enjoyed it.
MorelHiFi.com. Check it out. Go here on Instagram and check them, like Morel_America. Tons of Morel America. Morel speakers, subwoofers, and everything.
Well, there you go. Good call there, Fernando.
Yeah,
That's amazing at that. Is it a big problem running all wires down one side, I think is the question you're asking there. Depending on the equipment that you have and the type of like RCAs and stuff you're using, no. There's obviously plenty of installations we do where everything is going underneath the seat. Do we try to separate things? Yeah, we do. Mainly just because we know that we try to do everything we can to avoid issues that could possibly come up.
Issues, yeah.
But whatever that was right. You sound like Grayson. But no, it's very rarely, if any, do. Now, there again, depends on the equipment. That's it, 100% depends on the equipment. What is your favorite DSP multi-channel amp reasonably priced? So there's 3 DSPs that right now, amplifiers that I really like. 2 of which I'm super excited about. One is the new Audison Forza amplifiers, mainly because they're AR compatible, so they're awesome to integrate into factory stereos like this one. They make the 5-channel, they make the 8-channel, they make a 12-channel, and they all have big DSPs attached to them. So it's like a 511, an 8 to 12, a 12 to 14, which means you can upgrade. You can add more stuff in, which I'm a big fan of. Although I'd really like you to buy everything from the get-go. Another one that is super hot right now is the Helix M series amplifier. So I'm trying to put all these numbers in my head. Yeah, the new the Helix M series. They make a 6-channel, they make a 4-channel, they make 2 monoblocks. It's very thin skew count, but price point very aggressive. And then, of course, the most aggressive out of all the price points is you have Audiocontrol. Audiocontrol's price points are pretty solid, pretty aggressive. And then, as a token, I'll throw in there the 8-channel ARC Blackbird, if you're looking for 8 channels of audio. But the 2 out of those that are the most reasonably priced is probably the Helix M series and the Audiocontrol. So, what's mid-range do you recommend me installing with my T2 components? What size? We talking 2.5 inch? We're talking yeah, okay, so 2.5 inch. Man, there's a lot of them. I'm still a big fan of, performance-wise, the C2s from Kenwood. It's like they're awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's just an amazing 2-inch speaker. Now when we get into 3.5s, 3.5s opens a whole nother door. But I'm assuming since you're asking Rockford, because Rockford makes a 3.5, it's got to be a 2.5. I'd look at the Kenwood C2s. Kenwood C2s are pretty badass. Yeah, especially if you're gonna have a T2 in there for that tweeter. How does Stinger compare to New Concepts? Stinger's been doing it a lot longer than New Concepts. I personally have not looked at any of the New Concept stuff. I don't know. I know Hi-Fi Vega did a 0-gauge power wire review. The reason why I picked 0-gauge is because it's kind of reflection on the line. If you don't know who Hi-Fi Vega is, just search for him on YouTube. And he has a whole video and I think a spreadsheet where he talks about like thickness of skin and wire count and all that. But for years now, probably my whole career, 30 years, I've just used Stinger wire. And I don't have any issues. So I keep using it. But there's a lot of wire out there now. So Henry's Burgers is in Fresno, Cali. Ooh, Hammies. Oh, there's another Hammies.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of people like Hammies.
I like Henry.
Hammy.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Paragon Music. Mike says, just FYI, there is a sound show here in Las Vegas this Sunday.
Ooh.
At Tropy, Tropy. So if any of you guys are out in Vegas, want to go see a sound show, maybe meet Mike, hear his car.
300?
Yep, the 300. Yep. Yeah, I was getting there. Just Chrysler.
Sure.
I know. Vegas, baby, Sunday. Tropy. Trophy. It's a Sunday at Trophy.
Really?
Okay, well he spelled it wrong. Okay, so it's a Trophy. Anyways,
now you blaming him.
Reach out to Mike. Go watch his video. He'll tell you how to get a hold of him. He'll tell you where it's at. If you're in Vegas,
correct.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Or just go to Paragon Sales Marketing.
Probably he
and
posted in
DM.
his Facebook and in his Instagram right now. So just like
It's probably on his
him
Instagram
there.
page.
Follow him because he's gonna give you all stuff that what he does around Vegas, California, and everything. So.
Guy said, Life of Car Audio says, had a customer come in with a smiley face EQ on a Museway DSP. Hey, man.
That's the way.
That is the way. That is the way. I need you to tune my Helix Pro. Okay. I'll have the Chrysler 300, and we will have Museway car on site.
Perfect.
There you go.
See?
So go hear the Moscone, buy the Moscone, and check out the Museway. You explained it perfectly. I think I'll be happy with just the Amp Pro. Perfect. I try my best. Mike says, I'm hoping to have some art cars also so we can demo some awesome sounding cars. There you go, man. Thank you, Mike. So if you're in Vegas, go check out the show this Sunday. And there again, if you're like, where? Paragon. Just right there. Paragon Sales and Marketing. Or just reach out to Mike. Mike Rios. He will take care of you. Is that you? Yes, it is Mike. Yes, it is Mike. It is Mike. Mike handles the page. You know. Best 2-ohm 10-inch subwoofer. No limit for budget. I don't know. That's kind of a weird question because they're best 10-inch subwoofer. You know, the reality is that there's a ton of 10-inch subwoofers.
The Focal amps.
Screw that. The freaking Ultimo. Morel.
Oh, the Morel Ultimos.
5.1-inch voice coil. Utopia M, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you have...
It depends what you're trying to do.
The Arc Audios. I don't remember which one is that one, but...
That's the SW. Either way, my point is do you need a shallow mount? Do you need an SPL? Do you need just a regular? There's a ton of woofers to choose from. Kind of narrow down your search a little bit. Is it going in a truck box? It's going to be downfiring. It's going to be ported. It's going to be backfiring. All these things come into work. There is always a price limit because at some point it just becomes silly. So, you know, one of the best value subwoofers in a loaded box from a manufacturer that puts out a ton of bass, looks super sexy, needs about 700 to 900 watts is the Q-Class, that guy that's pulled apart right there. The Kicker Q-Class subwoofer enclosures. They're beautiful. They sound amazing. Under $1,000, but yeah, kicks ass. Dean, when you take Fernando to... Wait, hold on. Bobby says, when you take Fernando and make sure he gets his fries animal style. Oh, when I take you to In-N-Out, make sure you get your fries animal style. Okay.
Style?
I don't know.
In the floor or what?
I don't know. That'll be... So I don't know if... I think they have them in Dallas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, we got nothing else going on in Dallas, so... We'll be at Knowledge Fest in June. Oh, and Indy. Any guys up in Indy, we'll be there in June. Middle of June sometime. End of June? End of June. 24th through the 26th or something. That 24th, 25th, 26th. Much pretty, I'll check out. No, you bet, man. Any good amps for three-way systems? There's a ton of awesome amps for three-way systems. Actually, it's funny you should mention that. It depends like what you're looking for. If you want like an AB class, most amazing DSP built in, 6-channel amplifier, 10-channel DSP. Why am I?
Yeah.
Moscone, Jesus. Moscone makes the 6 to 10 AB class, so you get full AB class DSP. It's like the Pro Mini is basically what it is. So you get freaking awesome AB class, badass DSP. On the flip side of that, for less money, you have the Audiocontrol D6-1200 with DSP built into it. If you're looking for something without a DSP built into it, the LC6-1200. Man, there's a ton of them. There's a ton. Keep in mind too, what I like to do personally is I like to go with an 8-channel amplifier and then make it a 6-channel amplifier. So something like the Arc Audio, the
Blackbird.
Jesus, oh my God, we can tell I'm getting tired.
Hey man,
Arc Audio,
it's getting.
I know it's getting. We're gonna wrap this up. Arc Audio Blackbird, the Forza 8 to 10 or 8 to 12, where I can double the power on channel like bridge 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 to the mid bass. Freaking awesome. All right, guys, listen, my head is starting to go. I'm just waiting for him to finish this so we can finally get to the tune. You guys have a great rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.
You having a hard time with that?
What's up?
I said, are you having a hard time with that?
Oh,
Was the thicker one easier?
I hate like a gallon, dude.
Oh, you love them. Was the thicker one easier?
What are you talking about?
The thicker fish.
Do you have one?
Well, I have the straight one that would probably go through that in like 2 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, hang on.
No.
You sure?
No.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Nino's in the house. Get to work. What about this? Just put this through right there. Try that. Oh, sorry, guys. Look at Cardio Chris changed his name for one day. It's Phantom Chris, bro. It's Phantom Chris. Arturo's in the house. What's up, guys? Sorry I had to change my name back. I will always be Phantom Chris in your hearts, though. It happens. What's up, Bobby? You want some soap? Oh, there you go. You want some soap for it now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Lube it up soon enough. Fishing. That's right. So this is an 1/8 inch fiberglass rod. It's a 4-foot rod that I got off Amazon. I bought a 1/8 inch and a 1/4 inch. That way you can poke through stuff and it's not metal, so it won't short anything out. Hello from the gym. Man, I wanted to go to the gym tonight, but I got way too much work to do. Sucks. Might go running though afterwards. I can do that at any time. So we're working on a 4Runner. The dash part. Speakers are going to go in it because that's the only speaker that works. Fernando putting in the work. I say, yeah, I just got done doing the radio and the harness. So here's the harness. And let's talk about the harness for just a minute and kind of work through what it is we're looking at. All right, so anytime we do a harness, we always add in a remote, a ground, an accessory, and a constant 12 volt now. We used to just do accessory and ground, but then Kenwood's dash cameras need a constant 12 volts, so it's like, you know what, we'll just add that into the harness. And he also has a backup camera. So this is going to be for the backup camera, and this is the reverse trigger. Now the reason why this has the male end as opposed to this female end is that the wire coming from the car is actually going to have 12 volts on it. So this is a receiving end, whereas these are outputs, so we have to flip them. So that wire will attach onto this, and that'll be a female. The reason why it's two necks like this is this side here is the speakers, and they're all by themselves. And the reason for that is that, let's say we do this today and he comes back in a week or a day or a month or whatever, and he wants to add, let's say, an amplifier. I don't have to tear this all apart. I mean, all I'd have to do is pull off this interior Tessa tape. So this is exterior, this is interior. This is where all our solder points and connections are made. So I can cut these 3 zip ties, I can peel this tape off, and I can immediately get to just my speaker wires without actually interfering with this harness. Now, the likelihood of that happening in this is thin. It's very thin. But, what's up, man? It just makes sense to get in the habit of doing something a specific way, and that way you're ready. It's a known thing. So you get into the car and you pull the radio. Oh yeah, no problem. We can put in a dash cam, plug it in, we're done. He wants to add an amp. I don't have to tear all this apart, rebuild it. A lot of people complain about taping harnesses, and it takes a couple extra minutes to do it the right way, which is 2 different types of tape so you know where all your connections are, and separating the speaker wires from your power wires. And then if you have all these power wires out like this, there's no reason why I'd ever have to go back in here, because I have an exterior feed here. So that makes life like super cool, right? So that's a basic harness. Now this would work for a smart harness or any harness that you guys might be doing, but hello, Dean. I really appreciate how you arrange your harnesses. I know it's mind-numbing. So okay, there's laser. So our bathroom just started doing this, and it sucks because it's just the plunger is sticking. Oh, it's the most annoying thing in here ever. Put roadkill on the door speaker, and it's noticeably changed. Learn from the greats. Pretty cool. Good job. Look at him go. He pulled that wire through like a boss. Look, we went over there and talked for a minute, and now it's done. He's been screwing with that zip tie for like 20 minutes. It's always a better way. Hello from Orlando. KX2s are awesome, thanks. Oh, that was the guy the other day. Fernando.
Yeah.
That was the KX2s we put in the bottom of the door the other day when we took out the polyglass.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's loving them. Loving them. Fernando is the baked potato king. That he is. He does a good job. So tonight's going to put new Audi head unit in. Stop blowing up the old ones, Chris, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Christian. Anyways, so tonight's project is to work on this. This is the display we're building for Focal. And last night's project was building the feet for the DSP. So now, if you hadn't noticed, there's no screws. There's no screws. So this is the secret, so only you guys will know. All of the equipment is actually screwing in from the back. So, that's why these are on here, to cover up the feet. So there's no screws in this at all. Man, it's pretty cool. There is screws. What I'm saying is we're not using any of the factory screw down points to screw this in. But if you look really close there, let's see if that'll ooh, see, now there's a screw. So what we did, and this is the secret, so don't tell anyone but you guys. So what we did is we put a thermal nut cert in the bottom of the amplifier because it was the perfect size for an M4 nut cert. All right, because obviously I didn't have a freaking 2.5 inch screw to go through all this, or 3-inch screw. So nut cert in there, screwed in from behind. Now we have no screws. How cool is that? I might make I should make little acrylic dots to go in there. That's a good idea. Oh my God, this is just getting out of control. Just got one of their amp racks for my RAM. Yeah, so this is from Sounds Good Stereo out of Tennessee. This is Sage and the boys. I had him send this to me. Not that we couldn't make one, but I was like, hey, he actually, his side hustle is working with Orca, and he's a good friend of ours, and I was like, hey, send me your amp rack, and we'll use that because it'll look cool. So there you go. If you need, this is an F-150 as always, right? Yeah, I know. So, and this is cool too. So this material, so at first we thought this was ABS, and it's not ABS. It's a, the material, for those of you that have kids, you go to the playground, and it's all that awesome plastic stuff, right? This is a black version of that that's 1/2 inch thick. That's what they use. How awesome is that? So don't go to playgrounds tonight and steal all the plastic to make your speaker baffles. That would be wrong. But it feels so nice. Oh yeah. But anyways, that's what they're using. It's pretty cool. Great content. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. I've learned loads. See you guys going back to work. All right, man, back to work. Let's clean wire, install winner. Hey, what's up, Fro? So I got my box of goodies here on the floor. This is all the stuff I've been waiting to get in to finish that. My last piece of the puzzle came in today, which is this gray TechFlex, because the iConnect wire, it's a dark gray, but it's gray nonetheless, and I didn't want to use black because it looked too Halloween-y. But I got this awesome orange because their power wire is orange, so that ought to be cool. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing for the RCAs. You guys are going to just be like having to wonder about that one. I'm not even going to mention it, but you guys are going to be like, what the? Oh man! But you'll see, it's pretty cool. And I stole the idea from the guys in Emma in Europe, so it's not my idea. I didn't create it. I'm using scripts. Okay, that's getting all over the place. All right. So look at that, Fernando. Oh, that's still me. Hold on. Fernando got it done. We got it through the hole. He's a trooper. Good job, Fernando.
Oh yeah.
Like, look how he sits like that, man. How many guys can do that? I can't do that. Playgrounds, here I come. Right? I'm just telling you. They are really nice. Glad I got it. Yeah, they do the Sage and the boys do a really good job over there. Bluetooth RCAs, man, I wish, but Bluetooth sounds like crap. Dashcam guys. What's up? Eduardo? Alright, you done with this?
Yes.
Alright, we'll put it back. So if you guys need the ultimate fish, this is it. 1/8 inch fiberglass rod. You can probably get it someplace else that's, like a purpose-built thing, but I'm not cool like that. I gotta go to do that. KS Kicker 2 3/4 or KS tweeters for GMC Sierra Dash. I can't decide. It has to be the 2 3/4. That it's not a decision maker. It's made for you. It has to be the 2 3/4. Don't do tweeters. It's too far away from that 6x9, and that 6x9's orientation is vertical. It's not twisted at a 45 degree. So you're really going to need that mid-range up there high in the dash, or it's just going to sound really, really weird. So yeah, don't do the tweeter for sure. Jesus statues saying clean wire only, guys. Yeah, buddy Jesus, man. That was a Christmas present from Haley. She knows what I like. It's raining like crazy here in Orlando. Really? does look kind of gray. Really no cloud cover. We had to work outside pretty much all today. We had a very 911-ish thing we had to do in a truck. So it kind of sucked, but it's what happens. You got anything cool?
No.
No. Going for the reverse wire?
We have to look for the reverse wire, yeah.
What do you need? Do you need the thing? You need a meter?
Not right now. Hang on.
Not right now. Hang on. Not right now. Hang on. So what he's doing back here is we're not using a smart module for this car. I already had an existing radio, which kind of sucks. And he doesn't want a steering wheel controls, so there again, kind of sucks. We need to find a reverse wire. And so there's the reverse light. Here's our backup camera. We're going to have to go forward anyways with it. So there's his purple wire that he's going to attach to that. So what's going to happen now is he's going to grab a digital multimeter and he's going to have me jump into the car and put it in reverse. Unless he just knows it off the top of his head. No. Hey, see, you jinxed it. You wore a purple shirt today. That's why you're doing a backup camera.
I hate backup cameras, man.
He's the backup camera king. He walked all the way over there to get his voltmeter, where my voltmeter is like right there he could have used. It's called stalling.
Can I turn it on?
Yeah. You in reverse?
That's in reverse.
Okay. What do you need?
A reverse. A reverse.
Alright, so it's simple. Got your digital multimeter set to DC. Do you want me to hold it? I got a cigarette lighter right here. I can hold it here.
I just don't have reverse.
Oh. Well, you don't have it plugged in. It's not going to give you a reverse light. This one's working. You're fine. Yeah. You've unplugged it. How are you going to have reverse? Jesus, man. Okay. So now what he's doing is he's checking on the meter. He's probing to see if he can find the positive. His ground just fell off. Give me the ground. Give me the ground. I got a ground right here. Okay. Go for it. Alright, so that one is... So now he's going to go back up front while I sit here and hold this and take it out of reverse to make sure he didn't grab the illumination wire. Yeah, you're out. Put it back in. Yep, in. Take it out. There you go. Alright, so then we now know, not that big red one on the top. Maybe, yeah, it is that big red yellow. Red yellow is the reverse wire. So that's it. So now he'll attach his purple wire to that. Do a military splice. I know. You guys are just going, what's a military splice? So check it out. He's going to spread the wire apart like that. He's going to poke a hole in it. It's basically threading the needle. It's right here. He's going to thread that through, wrap it around 3 or 4 times. He's going to grab a soldering gun. While he's doing that, I will answer a few questions. All right, so here we go. Seriously, really bad. That's the rain. What is your best 5-channel amp for a truck and aftermarket radio, as much as you want to spend? Is every Knowledge Fest different, like in the same year? No. So when it comes to Knowledge Fest, they're supposed to be regional events. So if you went to Vegas, the same classes should be taught in Orlando, Indy, and Dallas. So they try to teach the same classes. Now there might be different instructors that do them, because sometimes somebody can't make it to one of those events. But as far as the education portion of it, most of the time it's supposed to be the same. There you go. He soldered that thing up. He's going to wait for it to cool down, and he's going to put some electrical tape on it, not Tessa tape. The Tessa tape is not used for insulating this wire properly. You can put it on afterwards if you want to tie it all up, but don't put electrical tape on there now. Okay. Put electrical tape on it for this type of connection. If you want to put the 2 zip ties on, you can do that to hold the tape because we live in Florida and it gets really hot, or tape it all up with Tessa tape afterwards. Also works really well. But yeah, pull and wrap. There you go. Spectacular. So no, when it comes to Knowledge Fest, that's the idea. Now the nice thing is that they do multiples per year. So because it's impossible to go to every class that you want to go to, and that's kind of the thought there. So let's say you went to you're in Vegas and you went to all DSP classes, and you wanted to go to some business classes or whatever, so you can go to one Knowledge Fest in Vegas and one Knowledge Fest in your area. So like Indy, Dallas, or Florida. Just makes life kind of easier. But if you can't go to, let's say, Vegas and you wanted to go to one that's closer in your area, yes, you're going to get the same experience as far as classes go. How you guys been? How you been, Fernando?
Oh, wonderful, man. It's just doing 2 backup cameras today. Oh my God, this is the best day.
You still got the better end of that install. You know that, right?
Why?
What's the year, make, and model? This is 4Runner. It's about that year. I have no idea. But it's Toyota. So since no tweeters, it's better not to run the components on my truck. Just the 6x9 and the 2 3/4 and the dash. So different middlers perform differently. You asked about the Kicker KS. I've gotten in trouble for saying how I feel about those, so I'm not going to say how I feel about those. I'm not a big fan of middlers to begin with. The thing is you need something that plays down lower, because the tweeter doesn't play down low enough to blend with the 6x9, so it just doesn't sound that good. It sounds actually really bad, unless you just like boom, tick, boom, and no mid-range. So if you're putting in a DSP, nice DSP with a high shelf is really nice. But if you have like the radio with an EQ in it or something with an EQ, you can have a lot of fun with the middlers. That's the secret to middlers, guys, is equalization. You got to have some form of an EQ to make those things really sing. So those and an EQ, you're back in business. Nope. All right, so now he's using exterior Tessa tape to wrap that thing up. Checking out the frustration. There is no frustration. Speaker recommendations for 12 Camaro, no amp, thanks. It's a 6 and a 2 3/4. But you can do a component set in. So find yourself a really nice set of 6-inch components.
Mm-hmm.
You never grab them from the front. Sometimes yes, we will grab them from the front, but the reality is we're already back here. It's just way easier to get it back here. We're right here. This is our camera wire. We're here. So in my mind, there's no difference between me fighting over there by the fuse box or just going right here. And I have 8 wires I have to choose from to figure out which one it is, and I know it's one of them. At the fuse box, if I don't have the smart sheet on it that tells me, hey, it's the red wire with the yellow stripe in the kick panel, then no, I can go right here and find it without that information. I know it's here, so that's why we like to do that. How about a shirt that says, I hate backup cameras?
I don't need a shirt, I just have to say it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can say it all you want, it's not going to matter. Can I use a pack audio bass knob on my MVX amp? MVX has the big body style and want to use the pack audio to mount. It's better. By pack audio, if you mean the little one with the 2 RCAs hanging out, cool. You might also want to check out the Audiocontrol. Do you know the model number on the Audiocontrol? That bass knob for the Audio Control?
ACR1?
No, the new one, the Bluetooth or the
CR3?
no, the audio control, volume control bass knob, the 2-box unit with the Cat 5 cable between them. Anyways, if you want a really awesome bass knob, head over to Audiocontrol. They have a standalone bass knob that you can do all kinds of cool stuff with, and it's pretty awesome. Driver kick has reverse, and a lot of the times it does, but I know it's also right here. Like I said, I think I've covered that one. Is this a 4Runner? It is a 4Runner. Sup, fellas? Hey. What's your opinion on the BO Unleashed system in the newer Fords? Fernando, what's your opinion on that Ford with the Unleashed system in it?
I love them. You know, to be able to put so many speakers in a truck.
You mean to upgrade so many speakers in a truck because the factory sounds like shit? I like putting a 3-way set in an F-150. It's kind of cool. That sounded really good. No, the factory sounds terrible, man. Sounds terrible. It's nice though because it makes for upgrade really awesome. What's up from Vancouver? Here in Hawaii. Yeah, I went to Knowledge Fest in Vegas, but wanted to attend another one already. No, and that's the thing, man. The real benefit of a Knowledge Fest is the training for sure. Everyone loves the training, but I got to be honest with you, the social networking part of it is by far the coolest part. Being able to hang out, being able to talk to people like yourself, and just that to me is why we go. That and to teach classes, but hanging. You okay over there, man? That and to be able to hang out and chat and get to know other installers and retailers and stuff like that is by far the coolest part. So you should go. Go to the one that's closest to where you live. What DSP did you use for the Wrangler 398? You used a center channel, right? No, there's no center channel in a Jeep, ever. We used the DSR1 as the preamp, Amp Pro type device, so it's an AR. And we just used that to decode so we could use their bass knob feature and their punch bass feature in the factory radio. And then he already had an Audiocontrol D61200 from the previous install we did in his F-150. So yes, he took all of his stuff out of his F-150, sold his F-150, and bought the Jeep. It's just how these things work. But no, there was no center channel. Just do 3-ways, put the tweeter in the pillar. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the Unleashed, but it's cool because it has the place for the mid-range in the dash. Is the camera going on the license plate, or are you doing a custom mount back there? It's a license plate. It's the Echo Master license plate camera. So it sits right there, and then this is, you can move this wherever you need it to go. It has dynamic lines, so as you turn, they turn, which is pretty cool. It's like a jet ski if you've ever ridden one of those, though. So when you stop and you're not moving anymore, it just kind of pops back into place. But most people don't do that. What would be go-to 6-amp component to pair with a kicker key? Pretty much anything. I like, we've done the Morel HEs on it, we've done the Focal auditors on it, we've done the KS on it. I want to say that's it that we've done in like Haley's car with that, but as far as like customers' cars, we've done just about everything. I mean, you name it, we've probably paired it up with a kicker key. I know we've done Rockford, Punch and Power, we've done Kenwood, 6902, 6903s. So we've done a lot of stuff on those. Johnny Boland. I haven't talked to him in a while. Yeah, we'll just call Johnny. Johnny, what's up, man? How's it in Texas, my friend? I remember seeing Illusion Audio coincident speaker in dash, or was that another vehicle? No, it had the Illusion Audio 3.5s in the corners of the dash. So the Jeep takes a 3.5 and a 6.5. So the 3.5s were in the to left and right. So it had Illusion Audio C3Xs in the left and right side of the dash, and then the mid bass. So basically, we did a 3-way set in the 2-way hole because that's that 3.5 comes with a giant passive crossover. It's a really nice speaker. It's a shame they're not available anymore, but I think you got like one of our last sets. If my mids are set from 250 to 2700, why use a 30-band EQ over a 10-band if those are the only frequencies being used? Am I missing something? No, you're not. So the difference between, let's say, a parametric EQ that has fully selectable bands versus, let's say, a regular EQ, just a regular 30-band standard EQ, is the fact that, yeah, the reality is you don't have a lot that you're adjusting. So you can just grab the bands or move those 10 bands around if you have a parametric EQ and select the area that you want to fix. Now, the other nice thing about most parametric EQs, all parametric EQs, is that they have, an adjustable Q. So you can, how much of the frequencies around the center frequency is it going to affect? So for example, if you're let's say you had a peak in your system at, it's probably going to be somewhere around 1,000 hertz, 1.2 thousand. There's going to be a peak there. Well, you can grab 1,000. You can pick one of your 10 bands, pick the middle one, and move it over to there, pull it down, and widen the Q, and it'll flatten that area right out for you. So that you can see on an RTA. It'll show you that all those frequencies are flattening out. So you only have to make one adjustment. Now, if you just had a 30-band EQ, you would have to adjust all the frequencies to the right and left of that one frequency. So yeah, it makes sense to just have, you don't need, all those bands. But some people like it because you can compare it right up to an RTA and make your adjustments to match the RTA. So it is, for some, a little bit easier. Close enough. Thanks, Johnny. 6.5 or 6x9s for an F-150. If you're going to go inexpensive, and what I mean by inexpensive is, let's say, under $400, 6x9, you'll get a better mid bass. If you're going to go over that, get into some like Focal Flax price points, or some hybrid Morels, or some Milli Pros, or R-Types. Those probably still, you can get an R-Type too. The new R-Type 6x9, that'd probably be the crossover point right there. Like the R-Type 6x9 would probably, the new one would probably be like the crossover, the tipping point, somewhere between that and $700 set of speakers. But that's kind of where you decide. The more expensive the mid bass, the more power it'll handle, and the better the mid bass out of it. Whereas you can get into a 6x9 that's less money and get that good mid bass. If that makes any sense. You're right. Thanks for clarifying. Okay. Where is the shop located again? Clearwater, Florida. Can you run a 50-watt 4-channel and a 100-watt amp to a 3-way component every time? That would be perfect. That would be the best. That's called staggered power, my friend. And actually, this amp behind me actually has staggered power. This is their 6-channel, and 5 and 6 have more power than 1 through 4. And that's awesome because the bigger the magnet, the bigger the motor structure, the more power it takes. That's why you guys like to put 3,000 watts to a 12-inch subwoofer that looks something like, this guy right here. Oh my God. As opposed to a tweeter, which really only needs 5 watts, if you're lucky. Probably won't ever see that. So it's kind of a bummer that more manufacturers don't make staggered power amplifiers. Apparently it's difficult. I don't know. I'm an amplifier designer. But yeah, 50-50 and 100, it's awesome. A lot of the times what we'll do is we'll take an 8-channel amplifier and we'll bridge 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 to make that staggered power channel for 5 and 6 so that it does what we want it to do, because you're always going to want more power going to a bigger driver, in this case your mid bass. So yeah, if you got it, go for it. That's pretty nice. Mobile Solutions. No, Johnny, I don't have the Marathon poo sticker. So when we remodeled the install bay, the new cabinet, this here got in the way of the top, so I actually had to cut the top of my toolbox off. It was sad. I cut the top of the toolbox off. So, and I was like, dude, no, and I threw it away. So I don't have the cool pool sticker. This is what happens when you work, guys. Make a mess. What are you guys installing in the 4Runner? So we're putting a Sony 4000 in the dash, some 6902 Kenwoods, replacing the blown speakers that are in here, and a backup camera. It's just a simple one. He'll pick it up tomorrow. I'm looking for some good 5 1/4 for 98 Lexus LS 400. Thinking of Polk Audio, Rockford, Crescendo Audio. What do you recommend? So the thing you might have to keep in mind on that is a lot of the times those 5 1/4 actually have to be really thin, like super thin. So everyone that you mentioned there, not super thin. So you might want to pull the factory speaker out first, because not all 5 1/4 are created equal. If memory serves, the last one of those, we put a set of Audison Prima 5 1/4 in it because we needed something that was high end but thin. So you might want to yank one out and see what kind of rim you have to deal with. My memory isn't always perfect, but that could be an issue for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to wave at you. It happens. I hit the button. All right, guys, listen, that's it for now. I got to get to work. I have some stuff I need to do. I just don't want to, like Fernando, feel like he's the only one working. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Say it.
Bye, guys.
Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 o'clock. We got to go.
Check out MorelleHiFi.com. MorelleHiFi.com. Sad. So sad. He's got one job, man. All right. See ya. It's subtle. I mean, right? No one can figure out what it is. Right? I mean, coming soon. Wonder what it could possibly be. What's up, Lance? How's it going? So subtle. Lino, what's going on? I know. Need like a black cloth over my head to make it so that this doesn't look so bad. But who missed the news this morning? If you did, you missed this video here, which I will play for you. Hold on. Let's get this. Let's open with QuickTime Player. There we go. Go full screen. And I'm gonna mute it. Alright. And then wait for that stupid thing to go away. Ooh, here we go. There it is. I know.
Who's that?
It's Phantom Chris. That's who it is. Phantom Chris. He's not giving in. Ooh, Phantom Chris. What do you think, Phantom Chris? I bet you he doesn't know what it is.
I don't think he knows what it is.
Even though he's been sending me pictures all day trying to brag.
What kind of pictures?
Yeah,
you guys are so dirty.
Hey, yeah, dirty pictures. Hey, let's walk over here and let's check out this random box on the counter. Let's look at this random box on the counter. Let's take a look at this epicenter. Hey, why don't you bring it over here so it's not sitting on the random box on the counter? Oh, yeah, okay. So this finally showed up today, along with random box on the counter, and that we can't talk about until the 8th because it's a teaser. We've been waiting for this guy, and it showed up today.
Meaning it has 50 watts by 4.
No, it doesn't. So this is the epicenter. For those of you guys that haven't seen this yet, I don't know where you've been living.
It comes with actually a white box.
Yeah, why wouldn't it come in a white box? I mean, you think it was...
because it's like white boxes, they just showed up. Like,
you think it was just going to come... You know, I mean, those white boxes that just showed up?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We have no idea what's in those. We can't open those white boxes until the 8th.
Audiocontrol.
Is that a certificate of ownership?
And authenticity. This episode.
Are you Italian all of a sudden?
Is for Fernando Lopez.
Yeah, that's yours. It's all
Mexican.
So is this like reverse racism or discrimination or something? I mean, if you're making fun of yourself, does it really count? That's all I want to know.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count? Okay, good. I'm not going to talk for the rest of this. Hey,
right, so
I was going to say, find the Spanish part.
I'm just trying to find it.
Because you proofread it, so...
Whoa, don't blame me in this.
Yeah, you totally proofread it, so... It doesn't come with this. See if it's in the front.
Amigo. No.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe they put the...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, they put it in the first. So, there you go. That makes sense, right?
Felicidades.
Who would have thought of that?
Felicidades por haber conseguido el mejor procesador de restauración de frecuencias de bajos en el mundo del sonido automotriz.
So then you flip to the page and I go, you got to say it in English, like, oh, you haven't been to Disney yet.
I haven't.
No,
I haven't. No,
Yeah.
I'm not that cool.
No, you aren't. That's for sure.
Oh, look at that.
Pull out them blue. Yeah, no, sorry, Christian.
All
Can't
right.
do it.
Anyways.
Christian will drive here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Dang.
He's always like, what is new? Like, he just, as soon as he walks in, he's like, so,
Yeah,
what you guys have over here, man? I love Christian. I love Christian.
Oh, God. That made me hurt. That almost hurt.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you guys have this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been there for a year and a half.
Yeah, exactly. It was hiding in plain sight. All right, so you got standard epicenter bass knob.
You know, I
What?
that would have been cool if you have the same
Ooh.
artwork. I'm not saying the flag, but the artwork in here.
We could probably do that.
I know,
Because, I
but
mean, it'll laser gray.
the problem is like not everybody's gonna do
Just
their
pull
own
it
mount.
off. Yeah.
So
why
I
waste
get it. I get
Yeah.
it. We do the same thing, but still, it will be cool.
Yeah. I think we have to power it up.
We have to.
Yeah. We'll grab the Phoenix connector.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, they didn't give us a 3-pin Phoenix connector? Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Over there.
Oh man.
I'm gonna use mine.
Do you have a 3-pin? No, that's a 3-pin.
This is a 4-pin.
So go into the cabinet on the left and grab the thing of Phoenix connectors. I have it. There's a 3 in there. There's a 3 in the jar. Yeah.
I don't think it's a 3.
There is a 3 in there. It's all like you gotta like dump it out. You gotta dump them out. Because there's gotta be. Are you farting? What are you doing?
So you gotta dump them out.
Oh no. Oh, just dump the whole thing out.
I don't want to make a mess.
No, it's okay because they really need a better home. I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll sand a bitch down. There you go. See, I told you there was a 3 in there. This is the green one, I think, is the official one.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
As long as it took to get that, man, you better not do that.
Exactly.
And those white boxes over there. Hey, did you see that audio control video we just showed? Secrets. Teasers. Who doesn't like teasers?
You know what? I took a picture. Let me show you.
Took a picture of what?
Of a white box.
Of a white box? Yeah.
For me. Yeah.
Yeah, they were near the 8-gauge amp risers. Exactly. That's the peanut jars, baby. Who does not like the peanut jars? So you gotta hit the remote turn on. Probably just wire it into the both inputs. I see teasers. It's not on.
It's on.
Oh, you know what? I think you gotta plug your phone into it. You gotta plug into the input so that you can so that it'll turn on. So grab the Y connector and the.
Plug my phone in.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh,
seriously. Kicker audio joint. Hey.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think it's that kicker. Touch the input. Touching the input. Touching it. Touching nothing.
Oh, can I use this?
With your fingers, I'm touching. You want me to lick my fingers too? I mean, oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. He's,
Oh, you have
yeah, I'm
magic
shorting
fingers.
it out. Yeah.
Oh, magic fingers.
Dean, Phantom Chris, stopped by empty-handed. He forgot the calf. What do you expect, man?
And it's because it's a Mexican edition. We're gonna play Mexican music.
Oh, well, hey there.
Hey.
Ooh, Mexican colors. That's because it's in a Mexican epicenter. Duh. Come on, man. How cool is that?
Only español, amigo. See, and this is like...
It's in English? Seriously? Oh, come on, man.
I like it.
Dude, all you gotta do is hit play, bro.
I'm trying to. Ooh, look at that.
There we go. All right, so how cool is that? You know, and the colors line up pretty well too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's the only bummer about the micro is you don't get the the cool lights. Oh, he was in a rush. Yeah, whatever.
Who was in a rush?
Phantom Chris was in a rush when he stopped by Arturo's. Look at that. You know what? Honestly, I would buy this one just because I think this looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Now I just want to laser into the top of...
Everything?
Yeah, because that just looks... This isn't laser. This is actually printed on here. But when we laser stuff, it has a very similar effect.
Yeah.
Because I've been on the fence about the amplifiers, whether I want to laser some stuff on the top of them.
Okay, yeah.
Just because of time and effort that I just don't have at the moment. But
Time
when I see
and
this,
more
it's like,
time
oh my God, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but...
I think it's just different material, man.
No,
You
what
have
this
to,
artwork is.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's so... I mean, it's silk screened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I wonder what's in those white boxes.
Let's open it up.
No, we can't open it. For those of you guys just turning in, let's wake this up. Ooh. This is a video we dropped this morning on the news. We were lucky enough to be the first to play this. This is the official video. That is so cool. Yeah, right? Isn't that awesome? That's cool too. Coming soon. To be specific, as far as when it's coming, is Monday. Next Monday. Not this Monday coming up, the 8th. We'll have Matthew Palumbo from Audiocontrol and Jeff Smith from Amp Global, who, believe it or not, owns Audiocontrol. Not Jeff, Amp Global. But anyways, Jeff might at some point at the rate he's going. But we'll have them on, and we're going to open those white boxes along with a whole bunch of other white boxes that they're going to have here with us. So we'll get to all see together what the surprise is. Ooh. Because we've never seen any of it. We're good. We're not going to open those two white boxes sitting over there. Because that would, I like surprises. Right, Fernando? We're not going to open those.
We're not.
No. You good?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right? We should put it in your car. Along with, we have,
I'm not a real Mexican.
You're not a real Mexican?
That's what they say.
Haters. Haters are going to hate. That is for sure. Haters are going to hate.
What do you hate? What?
Arturo's like, yeah. No, he's not. He's not a real Mexican.
Exactly.
It's fake. It's fake.
It's fake.
Fake news.
It's Fox.
Yeah.
I know, guys.
Yeah. You suck.
Exactly.
You suck bad.
Yeah. Mexicans are not that short. They are.
Let's just say, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh. Bring your short butt over here into the frame.
My shark?
Short.
Oh, my.
Short.
See, look at that. I'm just an
ordinary average guy. So, anyways, today is Friday. We hope you guys are having a spectacular day. This is the thing that was driving me nuts last night. I was trying to find the end of this.
I was trying to put it, the green one, just to feel it.
Oh, it's hard.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is.
It was a terrible idea.
Nobody would do this.
It was a terrible idea.
Oh, Chris. Thank you for. He just chimed in. All right. I'm sorry, buddy. I just literally saw.
What are we talking about?
I just literally saw you message that you sent me. I think last month. Sorry, brother. They are Astro. He asked me like what type of lights. They're the one that.
You know, here's the funny part.
Sorry, man.
Those lights are on DNF tool drawer.
I know.
Under lighting.
I just literally saw him like, oh. I was checking all the.
I mean, hasn't he been here since then?
Last month I saw you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we saw him in person.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It is sad. Sorry, I haven't checked my.
Anything?
I haven't checked nothing, man. Oh. See, like this one. Look at that. It's so nice, you know.
Yeah. That's probably. It's not this.
No, it's not. I know.
No, it's not.
But
It's way simpler.
Cool, dude. Look.
No, dude. Forget that.
Fake. So.
No, that's not where that goes.
It was in here.
Yeah, it wasn't in there.
It wasn't.
It was sitting right there. I know. I put it there.
Why?
Because it needs to make its way back into its Pelican case. Yeah,
Where?
I think it goes in the orange one.
It goes in the orange one. Yes.
Yeah.
Too tall for me.
Yeah, it's way too tall for you. So, anyways, pretty excited. I love doing new products. I love having some fun.
Product reveal.
This is going to be different because Audiocontrol usually starts talking about stuff 2 years before it's actually a thing. And in this case, it's not.
Let's see the amplifier rag that you're working on.
I'm working on it still.
They want to see it.
I don't want to show it.
You don't want to show nothing today.
Here, I'll give you. I was like, why is it stuck? I hate it when it does that. All right, hold on. So here's a little tease. I'll give you that right there.
Done. That's it.
That's all. That's all you got.
That's the only thing.
I got the Audiocontrol email today with the speaker pick. Yeah. Yep. 007 top secret. I mean, if you're driving tomorrow, Christian, you probably see it. I mean, they're literally sitting in that white box right there.
He's literally gonna drive tomorrow. Watch. Wait.
You know, I'm just saying. Yes, this is what I'm
it's,
talking about. Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
It's
that's
so painful.
Too much.
This was such a bad idea.
It's like $1,000 set of RCAs.
It is going to be $1,000 set of RCAs. I will never do this again. This would be great for remote turn on, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, hey, you know, live and learn. Live and learn. But it looks sexy as hell.
All right, there you go, man. Well, I mean, at some point you're going to see it, Christian. It's okay. Don't worry, buddy.
Yeah, don't worry. It's okay.
It's okay.
You know.
They're going to be here still.
Yeah. G14 classified. What's up, Mel?
What's up, buddy?
You didn't send me your pictures today, like Chris, Phantom Chris, being like, "Oh, look what I got sitting on my counter." I'm like, you act like I don't know.
Oh, let me show you what we have.
I was gonna say. Because he was like, "Well, I got these," and I'm like, "You don't think I don't as well?"
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna be dicks. Let's be dicks.
Whoa, guys.
What's up? What size heat shrink do you use for the different gauges of wire? So we actually did a video on this, believe it or not, that we go through and we outline every single thing that we do as far as what size is what. Which is great, but yeah, it can be trying.
Hey, Jason. Hey, man, I know the feeling. Gotta get back to work.
Oh, screw work.
I know, man. It's Friday, man. It's Friday.
I don't know what that means, but
I mean, it's Friday. Everybody says it's Friday.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You have to say it too.
But So,
Who talked to you in building RCAs?
what? Who taught me how to do it? Nobody. We're just winging it. Like I said, this is still a bad idea.
Okay, Gary Bell.
No, this was just no.
It's a bad idea.
This was a bad
This was
idea.
a bad idea.
Yeah. For stars, it's Sunday. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Those are your weekends right there.
You're one of those 6 RCAs in 8 hours.
Yeah, at this rate.
You know?
Yeah, 10 o'clock at night, putting together some freaking RCAs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay! Yay me! I can probably use these though.
No, definitely it's hard. You know? Alright, so let's continue with the heat shrink. The size of the heat shrink that you use for different gauge of wires. So,
Here, bring the phone over here because I have to look.
alright, he said bring your phone over here.
Okay, so
Right there. Oh! You phone, not my phone. Sorry. I know.
that was terrible.
I was actually pretty good.
All right, so for 0 gauge, we use the. God, I hate trying to.
For 0 gauge is 3/4.
Yeah, it's three
I mean,
quarters.
dude,
Four,
really?
4 gauge.
Half
would
inch.
be half inch. Yeah, and then 8 gauge.
3/8.
3/8, and then quarter. Well, yeah, but this is 3/16.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
quarter.
yeah,
This
that's
is
quarter, and the next one is 3/16.
And then this is 1/8, and this is a 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah.
So depending on, like, when you're doing wiring harnesses, that's going to be an 1/8 inch. If you're doing a wiring harness where you have 2 wires on one side and one on the other, that is going to be the 3/16. Quarter is good for. I don't really know what quarter is good for because
I use it for speakers. When I'm
the
trying to
problem
put
is, like,
speakers.
Like, it won't fit over the 12 gauge ferrule. So for the 12 gauge ferrule, you actually have to go up to the whatever the heck this.
That's a 3/8. No, but 3/8 is too much. 3/8 is too big.
Right,
So
but
what I
it
do, I
won't
grab
go
my
over
needle
this.
nose.
Oh, you stretch it?
Yeah, stretch a little bit and goes right away.
Yeah. Well, I usually do a really long piece though, so I can't get a move what's in there. You're way cooler than me.
Well, put the heat shrink first, and then you put the ferrule last.
Like I said, you're way cooler than me.
I'm not gonna
I'm not that
say.
special.
I'm not gonna say that is true or
Yeah,
you're
it's
not.
totally
but
true. Yeah. But anyways, check out the video because not only with the heat shrink, we also talk about ferrules and
sizes, yeah.
shrink wrap or the flexible loom. We cover it all.
Tech flex, braided loom, whatever you want to call it. See? That's gonna be 9 hours.
Oh, it's totally 9 hours. Just trying to get this done, bro.
What ends are you using on those RCAs?
Crappy ones from
Amazon?
yeah.
Yeah, nothing special.
Not what I wanted.
This is gonna be a display, so I'm just saying, you know.
Oh, it's a display. It's taking 20 hours to build at
Yes.
this point. So.
But so you guys don't have to be like, oh my god, I can't believe you put crappy RCAs.
They're not crappy RCAs. These are really nice RCAs.
No,
actually,
ends,
these
I'm sorry.
no, the ends are actually really
Yeah.
nice. These were I thought I
You're
ordered
just saying
different ones.
crappy ones.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that.
No.
They have these really pretty black ones that I wanted, but they were out of them,
Yeah.
so that kind of bummed me out. But that was I wanted the nice pretty black ones, but
Okay.
I didn't get them.
Well, you're not that cool.
I am not that cool. I know this. These are things I know.
Yeah. Let me go through this. I got the email. Let's see the arm rack.
Just happy it's
Did you-
Friday. Yep.
Yeah. Did you answer on the kicker key?
No, there was a key question.
On a kicker key, if I go active do I need to use all 4 RCAs or can I use 2?
So on the side of the kicker key, it has a switch. There's 2 switches. One switch is for 2-channel audio in, so you only have to use the white and gray. And the second one is telling it that you're doing the amp the way the 4-channel mode. So no, all you need to do is run 2 RCAs into it, or 2 inputs on it.
2 inputs.
Yeah, whatever you're gonna run.
Yeah, just 2 inputs.
Yeah, just 2 inputs.
Why you don't plug it in the bottom of this?
Because I like walking all the way over here.
I mean, now nobody's gonna see you. What are you doing? Yeah.
I found out that you can't go too high on the temperature last night.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Why?
because I melted the stuff. I was like,
Which one? This?
no, the what?
Cover?
The cover. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oops. So I had to start over.
That's not good.
No, it sucked.
All right. So is that the 5-star logo on the wall laser printed?
No, that was actually done by hand.
You did it like how many years ago?
Probably 8 years ago. So
8 years ago,
here's a tip. Here is a tip for all you guys out there that want to make cool logos that are bigger than normal and you don't have like a CNC or something like that. Print them on your printer, 8x10 printer, and then you glue them all into place, or tape, double-sided tape or blue tape or whatever you like. So what I would do is that was probably like 4 pieces of paper. I would cut it all out and glue it on top, or not like spray glue, but just adhere it to the substrate, and then cut it all out using that. And I did a ton of logos like that for a very long period of time. Like anytime, remember the Porsche logos in the boxes? I would do it that way. There are, they make it a lot easier now because there's a ton of apps that you can use that will stitch those papers together for you so that you don't have to wing it. But yeah, no, that was how I would make logos in boxes and stuff like that. Every now and then I do it by hand, like the one for the Aston Martin, that really complicated. No, it was the Bentley.
The Bentley.
The Bentley. The Aston Martin, at that point I was like, screw this, there's got to be an easier way. This sucks. So, but yeah, that's the secret. Print them out and attach them.
Yeah.
Because you can print it out to scale, and it's pretty awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, there's your pro tip for the day.
And then grab the paper, go to the router, and route it.
Yeah, use the router, yeah. Right.
Old school cool stuff. Yeah.
Always, man.
I mean, yeah, Dean is old.
I am old.
That's just
it's
part of it.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Thanks.
You know, now we have our kids, our generation. It's like
They got lasers
and 3D printers, and
Yeah, all that cool crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they suck.
Really?
Yeah, kids these days. I have no idea.
Our generation is better than yours.
Oh, for sure. I mean, so with all the stuff on here, I had to take the deburring tool and make the holes bigger so that all this nonsense I'm putting on here.
This one kind of match.
Yeah, that one actually matches really good. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's gonna look good. Put the
Do you put the 5-star sticker on luggage?
Oh God, no.
So it stands out in the airport.
No.
Yeah, no.
I put my name and address on it. That's about it. So like, if you find it, please give it back.
Yeah, good luck. I feel the logo is kind of like grab more attention to
the guys that might be in the back.
the guys that they might be like want to steal your luggage,
or just go through your luggage.
Right. So, I don't know.
I try to go for the ugly colored luggage, but I don't want it to stand out any more than it has to.
Yeah.
Because I want to get it back, and with whatever I put in it.
All right, so I work in an OLD school. I'm sorry. See, I'm young. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm Spanish. I don't know how to read English. Sorry. All right, so I work in an old school Rolls Royce years back, and I was shockingly easy.
Shockingly.
That's what I say.
Yeah,
I don't know what you heard.
I don't know
I
what I heard.
expected him to be in the real paint.
No, those old Rolls Royces were made with duct tape and Velcro, man.
Hey, that's what I say. Oh, I don't know what you guys heard.
Yeah, exactly.
OLD.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good, Fernando. It's all good. Where's my dude? There it is.
You were an OLD. That sounds good.
Yeah. I think you were thinking of the panels. OLD. Yeah.
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 I was thinking something like that. Sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what you were thinking. Good call.
What's up, Dean and Fernando? Hey, man. What's
Nothing.
up?
Not a thing.
It's happening. Everything is happening.
It is happening.
Yeah. Everything is showing up.
I gotta sit here and scrape this.
We have
bit.
another box that we have to,
Ooh.
open it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think on Monday we can.
You want to wait till Monday?
No, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we can talk about that. Open it in the afternoon.
Okay.
Because on Monday we're gonna talk about something else.
We are?
Yeah.
What are we talking about on Monday?
We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fernando needs a Valentino break.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Ah, man. Yes.
I think we all need a Valentino break.
Yes.
Valentino, whoever. 220.
What is the ground kit that you use?
PositiveGround.com.
Where is it?
Where is it? Same place it's been the whole time.
I don't know, man.
I was gonna say you're gonna
There
have
it
to.
is.
That's backwards. You're gonna have to flip. No, it's still backwards.
There you go, man.
There you go. It's not backwards anymore.
Still, it is backwards, but you can.
PositiveGround.com.
PositiveGround.com.
Now you can get it from Positive Ground. You can move it. You can get it from PositiveGround.com, or you can get it if you're a Metro dealer. Metro usually sells the parts too.
Yes.
But you can buy any piece of it. So. The kit is nice because it comes with all the drill bits and all the dedicated
all the
pieces
accessories
that they make.
Need to.
But you can buy just the screws, just the washers, all that stuff all on
I like
its
what
own.
it says in here. Always wear eye protection when using this product. Always.
Well, it comes with a set of glasses.
It comes with a set of glasses.
They have never been worn.
Ever. Suntan lotion. You need it.
Suntan lotion for your batteries.
Yeah.
For your connections.
I mean, they need it.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
So cool. Oh my gosh.
It is.
Is there such a thing as too much sound deadening, or car can I go crazy and do the whole trunk? Oh, there is no such thing as too much sound deadening.
No.
So keep in mind that is there too much? Yeah, there's always too much of something, but you're adding weight to the car. All right, so you got to be smart about it. You need to make sure that when adding this stuff, the car is still serviceable. Things can still be worked on. So that is the most important part. You can put it everywhere you want, but just make sure, if things happen, you can get to it. So if there's panel clips coming from the outside, make sure that you don't put roadkill over it, just in case. Let's say you got to have a panel changed at some point in time, or one falls off. You don't want to have a bunch of black goo. So, be smart about what it is you're doing with it, and you'll be fine. Gas mileage may be affected because that, if you get a couple 100 pounds of sound treatment in there, it's gonna be like having an extra person in the car.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know.
It's like having Fernando in there. It's okay.
All of a sudden you got a fat chick now.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, you had 200 pounds of sound treatment. Hey baby, you can't have that tonight. I got sound treatment in the car.
Then,
Yeah.
can you do a segment on how you personally solder?
Yeah, that's one of those. Yeah, okay. So here's the sad part about that. I know if I do it, I'm gonna get every electrical guy out here in the face of the world like, "Oh my God, you're doing it wrong! Yeah, you guys don't know how to do it." It's like, okay, cool.
Everybody solders differently.
No, I mean,
some people don't like to solder. You know, I actually have a conversation with few people when we went to Arizona, and it's like I don't solder nothing. You know, I rather to do military splice.
Well, a military splice is fine. I think you just like when you're talking about putting two wires together on the bench here.
But you know, hey, I don't know.
I don't know how many of these I made, but I probably didn't make enough. So these are little risers. But no, I mean it's I might add it into another video, like when we're doing a full build or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I might talk about it. We'll add it into it. I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
You know.
I figure maybe put like 200 to 250 pounds in there. Something.
Hey man, go for it. Let the wire get hot from the iron. You said to Haley, for head unit, help me. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. We did talk about that with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about that a lot. When
solder, right?
Yeah, Boring Life of Dean and Haley.
Yeah,
when Haley put the radio in her car. Sorry, I forgot about that. I gotta go back and watch that one. I do have. There should be another Boring Life. It's either gonna. I'm gonna see if I can get it out for you guys tomorrow. Stereo related. I solder 20% of the time. Alarms, remote starters, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heated
It's
conversation.
a debate, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Some people don't like it. Some people do it all the time. They say this is the best way to do it.
And I think there's valid arguments on both sides, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm always gonna say I'm right, and you're wrong.
Oh well, yeah, that's always the case. I mean, why would it not be?
Right. No, but I mean, you do what you do, and that's it.
Did we do any 2018 WX Accords? Yeah, we've done both actually.
Yeah, dude. One of the WRX with the Prima system.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was really nice.
That was the guy that did the Brack systems.
That was
Kid's car.
Kid's car. Yep. That ended out really nice. What's up, Dean and Fernando? What's up?
Christian's silly.
That's why I work for Smash Wars for free.
He's just trying to get into the
into the knowledge fest.
Into the knowledge fest.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, see that'd be the problem though. He would geek out too much, and then he'd be like, "Who's this guy? Who let this guy in?
Yeah.
Who let this guy in?
Who? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong.
Yeah, wrong thing, man. Wrong thing. Dude, I had to get a Toshlink cable for this install that we're doing, and boy, let me tell you what, mono price?
Actually,
look at this thing. It's gigantic.
You guys have a video or pictures of them? Yes, we have a video.
Of what?
Of the WRX. We didn't film it.
No, we didn't.
We didn't film it?
We didn't film that.
Oh.
No.
Well, I put pictures of that.
Where'd you put them?
On Instagram.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I have no idea.
I guess if you put here like Mr. Lopez _, you will find some pictures of that.
It all fit underneath the passenger front seat.
Yeah.
So we stacked the Forza amps on top of one another.
No, the WRX was white.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was white.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's not white, not right.
Wow.
Oh, what? I have a white car. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on, give me 1 second.
Oh no, take 2 seconds.
No, just one. I just need one.
We've worked on a blue one before, yes.
Oh yeah, but the one that I'm talking about is the white one.
Yeah.
And they both are.
Was that one red that we did? For the Publix
I don't think
guy?
we ever done a red one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, why am I fighting this? This is dumb.
Yeah, I don't think we've done that.
Well, so here's a trick I learned last night when I was trying to line up all these risers is I have this little center punch kit here, and I drill my first hole, and then I would put the riser in there, and I could get it perfectly straight, and then I could drill my hole.
Let me see if you see it right there. You see there's a picture of the door, the amplifiers under the seat. It's so hard to see it, man, but yeah.
So that's on your Instagram page?
That's on Mr_Lopez13. And you probably have to scroll
A lot.
Depends what you consider a lot.
Oh, that was funny.
Show the amplifiers.
No.
Wait, just show the amplifiers.
No.
They didn't say.
No. You gotta wait till I'm done, man. At this point, it's I'm too far into this to be like.
Not even far enough.
No, that's my point. It's like I got such a long way to go. It's like you guys will see soon enough.
Hey guys, 2023. Sorry, 2023.
Wow. Dang.
Hey,
That's
guys
sucks.
working over here in Ambrac, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to do it at nighttime when I'm not doing other things. So.
See, he has to work in the day and at night. Oh my gosh.
Day and night.
Right.
101 uses for a wire ruler. What risers are the amps like Pioneer and Rockford Fozzies you use for angled inputs? So those, believe it or not, grab the thing. You need like a 3/8 of an inch riser to do it successfully. And since we do a ton of fuse holders, we actually save all the fuse holder, these little guys here. So these are all the little converters that come in the fuse holders. So these little, when we pull them out, we save them. They go into this jar here, and this is what we use for risers because they're metal and it's super cool.
Yeah.
So that is.
Now you're getting all fancy with the machine and everything.
What? I mean, if you got it, you might as well use it, right?
I guess.
I don't know. It seems like it makes sense.
Yeah. But don't forget, guys, tomorrow is Saturday.
Wow, you think
6
they can't
o'clock.
forget that?
No. Hey, I'm just wanting to remind them. You know,
Oh, okay.
6 o'clock. Live show. We're gonna show you stuff.
Just show you stuff like you've never seen before.
Never seen before. Never. So, not really. We're not gonna show you nothing.
I was gonna say, you ain't gonna see
Yeah,
shit.
no, you're not gonna see nothing.
Okay, so here's the other cool thing.
About?
So, you know, those other risers had 3 holes in them.
Yes.
So, we got that cool center, you know, the pin, different sizes.
Yep.
So, what I was doing was I get it lined up like
Oh,
that.
okay.
And
Kung
then
Fu
I
Panda
just-
style.
and it marks the hole. So you can show that. You can show that. Why don't you just,
You want to show it?
yeah.
You want to show it? Sure.
Yeah, sure. So this is the 2-pin riser.
Hang on. Give me 1 second. It's trying to focus. Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
So this is a 2-pin riser, and we've already drilled the back holes using the wire ruler, and now we need to do the second hole. And so these have little tips on them, and so I can use them to make sure that it's straight. And then once it's straight, tap it with the hammer, and then move it on to the other one. Repeat the process to where that one is straight.
See? This is how you do car audio with a hammer, guys.
This is exactly how you do car audio with a hammer. And then go back in and drill my hole.
Perfect.
I know, right? It's freaking scary.
So when somebody say, "Hey man, I have a hammer. I can put your car audio stuff."
Yeah, so
Do
for
it.
sure. Yeah, heck yeah, man. What do you need, bro? I got you. I kept dropping them on the floor though and losing my mind because I was like, where did they go?
Oh, really?
Oh, it's
Yes.
way too late and I was way too tired to be working on this crap.
You know what I was thinking is maybe if you can do it like in a different shape.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just to I don't know.
What are you talking about?
The risers.
Jeez, I drew the holes. I forgot to put them in. Back to work. Have a great work day. Hey, I'm kind of with you on that one. Fernando, why don't you wrap it up?
All right, guys. Well, hang on. See you guys tomorrow. But before you go, don't forget to check Dean.
Why would you want to check me?
Nah, don't forget to check morelhifi.com on the website. Yes.
Are you facing me and
yes.
you're over there doing
yes,
your hand
correct.
drives and all that other
just
fun
try
stuff
to
like that?
talk when I'm talking.
Okay.
All right. morelhifi.com. There you go. That was great, dude.
I know.
That was great.
Yeah, I kind of knew what you were going to say.
Exactly. So anyway, morelhifi.com. Check him out. Here on Instagram, morel_America. You will find tons of pictures of cool stuff. Like they always have cool stuff. Brand new product. They have brand new products.
Do they?
Yes.
I haven't been there in a
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I do it all the time.
Do you?
Yes, because I forget.
I mean, you forget?
Yes. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's true. It's like, the names are kind of like, okay, Retus.
I thought the names were just protected for, you know, names were changed to protect the innocent.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
don't know.
Anyway, you wanna know what we're talking about? Go to morelhifi.com and you will figure it
I
out.
know what we're talking about.
All right, guys.
Have a great night.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.